Cool.
Yeah, I'm not really using a character sheet. I put everything through this notebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I try to limit it to one thing so I don't put it through the folder or anything.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm just finishing up with one last session.
I actually watched, I'm caught up on Critical Role, so I can actually watch tomorrow night and not be an hour late.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't watch Vox Machina last night because I was trying to catch up on notes. But so yeah, I'm fine with Vox Machina, but if I get off work tomorrow, I should be able to do Vox Machina, RuPaul, and then Critical Role and speak for completely.
I haven't been watching Vox Machina, but maybe that's what I'll do after this session tonight.
I like Vox Machina because you get to see you get to see their approach to the choices that happen, which I like.
Cool.
Okay. Talking about Critical Role. Me and Kelly are.
They are.
Sorry, everybody else.
I'm. Yeah, sorry.
Well, for everyone besides Colin, when we first started moving out, Wesley joined on his phone, and I could hear in the background, like, the subway, like, please watch your step. And I was like, oh boy, where is this kid? So I have no idea, like, that I'm here. So we're gonna go. Alright.
I am recording. I'm not using a mic. I'm just using my webcam audio for me, so I don't actually know if that's pulling through, but I don't really care to find out.
Do you need a couple minutes?
No, I don't care. You guys are pulling in. I know that, and I can see the levels on my mic coming through. Yeah, I think it's fine.
I'm fine with it, you are.
I mean, I don't care.
Is everyone in
I
mode one?
don't care.
Still there.
So as you're loading, I'll start a brief recap of last episode. So, at the beginning of last session, session number 3, what it was, of the Crystal Strahd, you, a group of adventurers, entered the village of Barovia. After discovering the dead body of Dol Valensky, Hugo insists that you head to the bar for a drink. As you head to the tavern, you hear crying from a nearby townhouse. Led by Benvol, the party enters what looks like a sordid scene of broken porcelain and crying upstairs. Despite being scared off by Raptor's raven Buffy, the tearful woman Mary explains to Benvol and Rowland that her daughter Katrina has been stolen from her. She is convinced that Strahd has taken her daughter and pleads for both Rowland and Benvol to help. You both agree, and she gifts Benvol with a decrepit doll that she says you should give to her daughter when you locate her. You all then reconvene and stumble into the bar where you meet 3 stunning women, Olympia, Mirabelle, and Sorbia. Despite a calm atmosphere with the catatonic air and the whispering is marked, Yetta is kicked out of the Blood on the Wine Tavern after she confronts Sorbia for her lack of concern for Barovians. The party all leave, but not before Yetta goes to retrieve Isma. Although the rest of the party is unsure of how exactly it went, Yetta and Mirabelle appear to refer to each other. You are not sure how this person has affected Yetta. Mirabelle, on the other hand, is, well, red-handed. Ismark then leads you all to Manhattan, the other side of town. There you are let in by his sister, Irina, who shows you to the drawing room where the burgomaster lies in a homemade coffin. Irina begs all of you to help bring her father to rest at the church. Only then will she accompany you out of the village of Barovia and to safety. Perhaps what was recommended by his mark to the village of Maliki, where he thinks she will be safe from whatever Strahd's intentions are. You agree to rest for the evening and head to separate chambers. And as you rest, Rapture has a dream that her patron comes to her and offers her a gift. So, as we start this session, we can keep in mind that you all have taken a long rest, so you have all recovered your hit points, all of your spell slots, any of your rages, anything you think of your abilities. You're all back up to full health. Before we all jump in, you are all sleeping soundly. You dream of a roaring crowd, and in front of you is a gigantic human with a mace, and he's swinging it in front of him, and the crowd cheers you on in your dream. What do you do? You're muted, Cal.
Okay, so I'm dreaming, and I have a crowd. I kind of like, he swings it at me?
He's in front of you. He's swinging it in front of him menacingly, but he hasn't swung at you yet.
I kind of like do like a little like boxer shimmy around, like I'm kind of like jumping around, like kind of in the ready, and I'm holding my great axe, like ready for his attack with his mace.
Alright, and he charges at you, confident, cocky, swinging his mace and tries to strike you.
I kind of like dive out of the way while he runs and try to like, hopefully like be able to swing my battle axe into his back.
Yeah, so as he comes racing towards you, you swiftly dodge out of the way and you slice your great axe across the back. He cries out in pain and falls down dead, face down into the dirt, and the crowd roars.
And I turn to the crowd and I go like this, and I scream, I'm the boss!
And as the crowd starts yelling, boss, 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 you look up, and in the crowd you see Sid with his red cape. Is that what it was? That what you wanted? Red cape? Maroon cape. And he nods approvingly as other beggars nearby start throwing him coin.
They're throwing him coin?
Yes.
Okay.
In the glory and battle and fresh blood.
Do I get any? I'm sorry. Because I don't really have a lot of. Do I get a good look at what he looks like?
Yeah, you've known him for a long time.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Go ahead,
Okay. And although it's still dark, you open your eyes, and it was a dream. It's almost as if you could still smell the blood, the fresh blood over you, and the screams in your ears. But you are in Barovia, and it is just before dawn the next day. So you all start to begin to wake up individually, one by one, in your respective rooms. And you can hear a little bit of clanging pots downstairs. And you think you might smell nothing fantastic, but perhaps breakfast is cooking.
Okay. I go, fucking hell, I'm still in this goddamn place. After I wake up, I kind of like scratch my half orcish ball sack, and then I start to go downstairs because I smell. Do I smell meat in the air, or like what do I smell cooking?
You do smell, you can't tell what it is, but there's definitely some meat cooking, for sure.
Yeah, so I go downstairs to try to find, follow the scent of fresh breakfast.
Okay. Is anyone else, who would have been the first one down to breakfast? Who do you think?
This bitch. No, I'm me. No, fuck Colin, me.
Okay. So,
4 hours a night.
I don't care.
You don't even sleep, you're in in this weird trance thing. You're not even sleep.
Yeah, fuck elves. Brana wins.
So for the sake of storytelling, Hugo, as you lumber downstairs, in the kitchen you find Irina is cooking over a small stovetop, and Brana sits at the table and she is eating some what looks to be bacon and some potatoes.
Bacon. And I kind of look over to Irene and I said, that's a good woman. But I kind of like put my hands out like this, like, can I have something?
Anticipating your arrival, perhaps it was the lumbering down the creaky wooden stairs, she turns and hands you a plate and gestures you to the giant table in the dining room where Brana sits.
Okay, I sit down. Not, like, how many chairs are there?
There are enough for a huge party, probably 20, 25 chairs. It's huge.
Okay, so I'm not sitting next to anyone. I kind of make sure there's space in between myself and other people.
Alright, Revlin, you head downstairs as well.
I'll also see about getting food. While she's Googling, I'll ask Irina, my companions and I met a woman in town. She lived across from the inn. And she was saying that Strahd had taken her daughter. Do you know this woman?
She looks at you a little confused and she goes, I do not know her personally. I haven't gotten to leave the house in recent months, but I'm sure if I saw her, I'd recognize her. There's not many people living in Barovia anymore.
I go ahead and describe the woman. Is this sort of story common in Barovia?
Although she sounds familiar, but I mean, I can't say we're full of happy stories here. It doesn't surprise me. It's very possible.
Of course. Thank you.
Revlin, what was her name again?
So, in character, I don't think we ever actually got her name, which seems like it probably would have been an oversight. But
No, she told me her name was Aaron. She told you guys.
oh, okay. I would like to relay that to her.
Okay.
Her name outside of context.
So, yeah, so Paige, Irina doesn't recognize the name Mary at all?
No,
Okay.
not specifically. As you start to tell her, she goes, she sounds, oddly familiar, but she doesn't have that kind of knowledge with every person in Barovia, unfortunately.
Okay.
She's young. I mean, from what you can grasp of Irina, she looks maybe 16, 17 years old. She's a young lady. Sarah, are you muted, or do you know you're muted? I don't know what she was saying.
I'm not muted. I'm trumpet.
Okay, I didn't know if you, it looked like your mouth was moving. I wanted to make sure.
It is.
Okay.
I go up to Irina because I finished my plate full of food, and I'm like, you snooze, you lose, am I right? No one else is awake, and I ask if I could have some more.
She laughs and we starts to send you another serving and puts it down on your plate. And as she does, Ismark comes around the corner. And you can see he is sharpening a short sword. And he welcomes you all. He says good morning. And you can see he is also ready to grab a quick meal and get ready for the day.
It's a little early to be sharpening a sword, don't you think? Breakfast should be first, I would think.
You must always be ready, Hugo, for a fight, especially here in Barovia.
Okay, everyone keeps saying that. I'm waiting for all this craziness to happen, but I don't know. I'm talking. Shit.
Well, as you all rested, I kept an eye on the house, and although I could see several wolves outside, they did not attack like they usually do. Perhaps they have given up.
Wolves?
Wolves, yes.
Like regular, like creatures of the forest wolves?
Yes, wolves have often come at night to attack us. I do not know what controls them, but it seemed tonight, or last night rather, they kept to the outskirts of the mansion, and they only surveyed the perimeter. Perhaps we fortified it the other night better than I thought.
Now, sorry, this is just a sidebar because I'm trying to make sure I have what happened at the end of the last episode. Okay.
Yeah.
The town does not know that the burgomaster is dead, correct?
They're trying their best to keep that.
Because if he's dead, who is the new burgomaster? Ismark, correct?
Ismark is the next in line to be the burgomaster, correct?
And Irina is adopted, correct?
What?
Irina's adopted, right?
No, you don't.
Isn't that letter that we found on Dolvin's person like a fake letter saying Irina was killed, and it says like my adopted daughter?
What?
The letter that we found on Dolvin's dead body.
It doesn't say she's killed. I think you misunderstood, but
I will say, I think I told the party that Irina was a adopted sister when I was telling them about Irina.
Okay.
I do remember mentioning that Irina, Ismark has a sister, and that Strahd was after the sister, and
Yeah, and it says here, now my dear Irina dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast.
what is this? Where does it say that she's adopted now?
It says, I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, their Irina Koyana, has been, these past nights, bitten by a vampire. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so I guess, sorry, my mistake, I guess when the burgomaster wrote that letter, that's completely on me.
Now, is that letter, like, does the town know or think that she's dead, or do we just not know that?
Well, the town, what, I think you're, in that regard, you're misunderstanding the letter where you think he's saying she's dead from the bite. He's just saying because he believes the vampire bit her that she could die from this wound, and he worries about her livelihood. I don't think he's trying to say that Irina is dead.
Okay.
But that would not be something that everyone knows in town. That would not be information that he was trying to like publicly share.
And who gave that letter to Dolvin? I'm being a pain in the ass, I'm sorry.
The burgomaster wrote that to Dolvin, and Ismark tried to tell, and granted you don't know this because this was a conversation he had with
Sarah.
Yetta, but he sent Dolvin out to the gate, trying in theory to get to the gates of Barovia to warn incoming adventurers of this, because the village of Barovia, he didn't think would be able to help them, the people of Barovia.
Okay.
He did not trust the people of Barovia to help him.
Okay, and Irina wants us to try to take the burgomaster's body secretly to the crypt?
To the church, to the cemetery.
The church to bury it.
Correct.
Without anyone knowing that it's him.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for the long interruption.
I said some of those things in the recap.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
piecing it together.
All right. So, where were we?
Ismark, we met a woman yesterday named Mary who said that she lost her daughter in very similar circumstances to what seems to be befalling Irina. I wonder if you knew her or know her
Yes.
or heard about her daughter.
Yes, I know Mary well. The patrons at the tavern think she's mad. I do not believe her. I, maybe 3 days ago, knocked on her door, heard her crying. She told me she thought Strahd had taken her daughter. I personally do not even remember her daughter. She maybe was a child the last time I saw Gertruda, but I don't know how I can help retrieve Gertruda when I can't even really look out for Irina right now. But yes, I do know of Mary.
Has Strahd taken other women?
I do not know. I don't know. To my memory, my father told me in stories that Strahd has always consorted with many women. Some willingly, some otherwise. But to my understanding, since my father has informed me of events in the village, I have not heard of recent kidnappings of women.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Please eat some food. We need to prepare.
Get us sleep in, just so everybody knows.
For how much longer?
Someone's gotta wake her.
Okay.
She won't wait.
Rapture Waker.
Rapture waits her, okay?
Yeah, I have crow sounds queued up, but the headphones are not working, so she has Buffy.
I have some raven sounds for you. Wait a second, I can do this. Sorry if this is loud.
I'm sorry, my whole thing is froze. What just happened?
You're getting woken up.
Buffy's gonna wake you up.
Yay!
She's like sitting on your chest, on Yetta's chest, with like her beak like right here, just like looking at you. Very, very smart for a bird. Raven turtle.
So I'm gonna kind of stare in my sleep. I'm gonna open my eyes like, God damn it!
Rapture.
Oh, it's you, Rapture. I've got an accent, but what is the accent again?
Eastern European accent.
You sound
Eastern European. No good.
European.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Rapture, oh God. Thank you. I slept in. I have a habit of doing that. Oh, you be sure to check with the authorities.
Yes, she wanted to make sure you were still alive.
I appreciate it. I'm a heavy sleeper, and I often sleep throughout the entire night, so thank you. I look forward to many mornings with a raven on face.
She likes people.
Okay.
And I go downstairs without saying anything else. I just go downstairs.
And actually, that's why I go, thank you! And I start packing up and kind of freshening up. And then I very casually walk down to the kitchen area, grab a plate, and sit down. And the whole time I'm just kind of looking at Rapture and the Raven and like waiting for some kind of like shared acknowledgement.
There is none.
I still
Hi, Wesley.
Hi.
So at a certain point during breakfast, you think you see the raven wink at you, but you can never tell. It's just a bird.
The raven is a
Slit
flirt.
Benbo's throat. The end.
TPK.
What is that?
There was a TPK.
With the wings?
We're all dead.
Wait, right, you can't hear because Paige is on camera.
Yeah, I can hear what you say though, if you'd like.
When the Raven wings, I kind of like, and I like, giddy, I like, go back to like, eat my food, like nothing happened, like I'm just so happy.
Okay.
Got my middle part, guys. Look. Look how
You look
greasy I am.
fantastic, Kaylee.
Oh, it's horrible. I can't.
Kaylee, did you see I sent you something?
I did. Now.
Okay. So, I'm going to take some liberties as you're listening, Wesley. As you've all collected for breakfast, Ben Golem comes down.
I would never do that.
He comes down the stairs and he politely grabs a plate and joins the table. Is there anything you'd all like to talk about as you eat your meal, briefly?
We still need the castle.
Yeah, how'd you sleep?
Yeah, did anything happen in my sleep?
I said, yeah, how'd you sleep?
She heard you. No, Sarah, you slept sound.
I slept fantastic as usual. Miss Tiny, we have great sleep. We sleep restlessly, so I dreamt of new music to play today. Would you like to hear a song?
Yeah!
I put down my plate that I scuffed half down. I pulled out my mandolin. Just mute yourself.
Yeah, I tried to do that. It didn't work.
You just turn off your
That's actually the song I play. It's that weird ethereal.
Does it have feedback loop?
Yep.
Yeah, you get it.
My favorite song.
Super talented.
I can hear you twice.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
I,
you can hear everybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna put on headphones.
Okay. Sorry guys, continue.
so I blow my mandolin, singing. Hard days made me, hard nights shaped me. I don't know, then somehow saved me. And I know I'm thinking something out of this life. They call nothing. I take what I want, take what I need. You say it for somebody's right for me. I will look now, won't say I'm sorry. I know that only when you ask me. Get through the day. And I just keep going. It's almost empty.
Wow.
The whole damn song. And then, by the way, I have to sing the chorus. I'm young and I'm hopeless. I'm lost and I know this. I'm going nowhere fast, that's what they say. I'm troublesome, I'm falling. I'm angry at my father. It's me against this world and I don't care. I don't care.
Sarah, roll a performance check.
Bitch, get ready. 21, not 13.
Yeah, so what's your bardic inspiration?
Fuck no. What? A D4.
Do you hand out bardic dice to inspire people? What is it, a D4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For effect, just because I like to reward that, I won't give you inspiration, but everyone in the party has a D4 inspiration for free. So you can roll a D4. You can roll a D4 to any ability check, saving throw, or attack. So anything where you're rolling a D20, you can roll a D4 to help. You only get one though, so use it wisely.
We have to use it during this session.
Yes.
And I can't give you another one until you use the first one. So.
That's a free
Yeah,
one. You
multiply
have to give it. It doesn't even count towards your bardic inspiration, Sarah. That's just for free. You need it, everybody. You all need it.
I go, okay, so I go, Yetta, I didn't know you had such daddy issues after she said that one line in the song.
Oh, I didn't write the song.
Oh.
No.
That's an old Vistani folk song. Folk song? Folk song. Folk song. My dad's fantastic.
So, Yetta, I want to know more about these Vistani women that you had a little bit of a tuft with yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to know?
What is the nickname they gave you? It was like,
It's going to be Nekadi.
yeah, what the fuck is that?
It's an old Vistani saying. It's usually an insult.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, it means to revile. Like, what's another word? Let's see. It's like to, how to translate? To tease, to vex. You're a pain in the backside.
And what did you do when you went back in? Oh, you told us that, didn't you? Didn't you tell us that she cursed?
Well, to be fair, I have to be honest. To be fair, I thought Isabel was cursing me, and out of pure defense, I cursed her right back. An eye for an eye?
They're Vistani too, though. Like, where does the bad beef come from?
Upon a good night's sleep, I look back on the event, and I think I may have acted out of anger. So, yeah.
Okay.
But, c'est la vie. I curse her, she cursed me. We move on.
How long do these curses last?
Oh, they go on until I either use a remove curse, and I know someone who knows how to remove curses, or I need some cleric with a greater restoration. Otherwise, I fuck. Because even if I die, curse remains.
What
Do
is
you know
your...
what the curse
Yeah.
is?
I don't know. I don't got no mark, no horns, no scars. Typically, scars typically Vistani make you ugly.
Be honest with us. Have you noticed, or please tell us the truth. Have you noticed anything different?
Different. I think my hair might be an inch longer.
Huh? I can't hear you.
I think my hair might be an inch longer. Maybe I don't know.
Benbone, because you're being so quiet, roll a perception check for me.
Okay. I was about to say something too.
Well, good thing you did it, because you wouldn't have gotten to roll this.
Okay. Nat 19.
Wow. And that 19?
Yeah.
What's your... I added it to roll 20 too, by the way. It's more accurate, because that's all fucked up.
Okay. Plus 1. So
20. So, Benbone, as you sit at the table and the rest of the party is communicating, you see a quick blink, just a very brief, the briefest flick of distress on Brana's face. And then you see her recover and return to the conversation and attentiveness. Very subtle.
Try to catch her eye and do one of those like silent, "Are you okay?" thing.
I'm gonna just not. Oh, I'm on mute. I'm
You're
just
muted.
gonna. Yeah, I caught myself. I'll like nod tersely at him, for lack of a better word.
And I do the equivalent of like putting the finger on the nose, like we'll talk later, but not that.
As Irina only sits down briefly to eat a small amount of food, she begins to collect the finished plates of breakfast. And as Ismark and Irina start to clean up and prepare to pack up a few supplies for the travel. Oh, thank you. You see Rapture and Buffy as she's petting Buffy. Buffy kind of walks down her side and starts to peck at her side. And you can see Rapture surprisingly shoos her away, and Buffy hops back up onto her shoulder. And Hugo is licking his plate and then handing it off to Irina. Is there anything you need to do before you prepare to leave?
I was just gonna say, Yetta, if the god of the morning is anything like my god, we may be able to find someone who can help you with your curse after we've gotten Irina to a safe place.
Well, the Morning Lord is very popular here. Us Vistani, we don't worship any gods, so I will ask nicely, but I don't expect much. You could pay?
We going to like plan this out, or are we just gonna fucking do this thing of,
So as Arena's cleaning the plates and kind of busying herself, Ismark turns to you and he goes, Irina and I have talked, and we would like to carry our father to the chapel with you, but we just need 2 more hands to assist us. We can leave in a few minutes if you're all prepared.
How are we gonna? What?
I said I can assist you with this. Go for it.
I was like, well, what are we gonna just walk his coffin down the street? Like, people don't know he's dead, so what's our play here?
Ismark nods and he goes, it is early still, and many Barovians do not brave themselves to come out before the dawn. I feel comfortable leaving now as opposed to after dawn, and the sooner we get there, the sooner we can have the ritual performed by Donovan, the priest, for the morning lord. But I am confident we can get there briskly and will not spend too much time outside and reveal my father's whereabouts.
It's
still dark outside.
Just in case, plan B, I can, I'm a very good actor. I could make myself look like somebody else, and I could act like a grieving widow, and we could make it look like a different funeral.
If anyone asks us, I think it may be our best choice. Until that point, perhaps some of us should scout ahead, just within eyesight, of course. Ensure that no one crosses our path.
And I think Ismark and Irina should wear something that covers their features.
Oh,
That we can discuss. I think. Can I have a disguise try, like disguising them? Yeah, I do.
Ismark, as you are discussing, Ismark shows you his cloak, a heavily hooded cloak that he can wear, and he suggests perhaps it is best if we put either a cloth or something over my father, just to keep him protected from the outside. Maybe then no one will see whom we carry.
We can't close the coffin.
Unfortunately it's homemade, and they did not make enough of a casket to keep it closed. It is an open casket.
If you
no
give me
lid.
a few minutes,
There
I
is
can
no
make
lid.
it.
Well, then how are they gonna fucking bury him? Just gonna go throw dirt on him? Okay.
I can.
Wait, Sarah, Kelly, do you say that to them?
Yeah, I do.
So, Ismark asked you to, if you agree to take Irina out to Valaki as soon as we finish my father's burial, I suggest we take some of the boards off the windows to cover my father. Will you help me take off the boards? You go. You seem strong enough.
I just go and I try to not even agreeing, I just kind of try to hole punch one of the boards off the window.
From the inside of the house or from the outside of the house?
Well, there's no windows, right? It's just boards?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they're nailed in from the outside of the house.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
just gonna. Huh?
You're just gonna hole punch it through the window and punch the board outside?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I'll have you roll 4 separate athletic checks. Quickly. Buffy, don't sit on the computer, please. I really don't like when you
I
do
have
that.
multiple die. Alright, so I rolled a 5, a 5, and a 4. and a 8, and they all have +6. So that's 14, 10, 10, 11.
So you are actually able. Two of them, although are split, they are intact still. The other two boards are whole, and you and Ismark begin to lay the 4 boards you literally punched out of the window over his father's casket.
Do we have? Can we like nail it in place?
Sure, yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Okay.
As soon as you board him up.
I did the nailing very safely. I like wasn't reckless about it.
Okay.
Just to clear.
Okay.
This is better.
Ismark and Irina are using the 2 disguise kits that Hugo and Yetta offered, and they are ready to leave. Is everyone ready?
Who is carrying the
Ben Bohm, and then we need 1 more volunteer.
I can do
who
it.
has good eyesight and can like check out the road ahead and behind while people are carrying the.
I don't have good eyesight.
Probably have very good eyesight.
Who was that?
In these hours before the sun rises, I have much better eyesight than most.
Oh, I do too. I have that dark vision, so I can see if it's dark out as dim light.
Good at scouting ahead though.
Victoria, do you have it as well?
I think I have dark vision.
I think with Buffy on your shoulders, do you have a better perception than anybody else? But she has to stay on your shoulder.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah, I gain dark vision with a range of 30 feet and a bonus to my passive wisdom and wisdom perception checks.
Yeah, and then with your sensory vision, yeah.
I'm
first trying to hold her up.
Okay.
Go ahead, you can.
Yeah, so I'm on 30 feet. And she can fly ahead of me if need be. I lose dark vision, but she can see.
What is your wisdom modifier? Yeah, I can see that actually. +2. So you got a +2 to your passive perception, which would put you at 14, which makes you the best passive perception when Buffy's on your shoulders.
Okay, yeah, I can go ahead of Buffy on my shoulder. Rapture just says something on control. Oh, God.
When I hear Rapture volunteer, I eagerly go, oh, I can go ahead too. I know the town well.
I volunteer as tribute to carry the coffin as that 4th person. I think this makes sense.
Okay. So Hugo and Ben Bohm hold the back end of the coffin with the rest of the feet of the burgomaster, and Irina is marching in front of the little short between you, and bounces that coffin a little bit, and you begin to leave the mansion and head out into the road as Rapture and Yetta kind of lead the hunt here. Is that correct?
Are we keeping to more back rows?
No need to right now.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
Also, it's still before dawn, and as the end of the week's been people out, we might as well go for speed.
Are we not in undead town?
It's not like necessarily overrun with it or anything like that.
Okay.
So as you exit the mansion with Yetta and Rapture at front, both quickly roll to the first frame.
Gladly.
So with my raven, what is my add on my
That would just be on your, so you're adding +2. So 1 second. With, you're fine. So you're adding +2. So when you roll already, you're doing a plus. So it's a total of +4 to whatever you roll.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got an 8, so 12.
Okay, so Yetta and Rapture, as you look around both on either side of the village, you can see that although there are a few flickering lights in some houses nearby, perhaps candlelight, for the safety, maybe the feeling of safety to have light in the home. Otherwise, it seems very quiet as you will exit the mansion and begin to carry the burgomaster's corpse across town. Yet as you look to the left and past the houses, you try to scout out through the bushes and the trees if you see anything, and you do not spot anything. It is very quiet, and as you look to head across town, roughly, let's see, how far that is, 40, 80, 20, 60, 200, 240, 280, roughly 350, 400 feet to the church across town. So you cannot run at a typical pace, so it'll take you about, to get, what, 400 feet, it'll take you, what's all your movement roughly right now, it's about 30.
Mine's 40.
So it'll take you, instead of like every 30 feet every 6 to 10 seconds, it's like 20 feet every 6 to 10 seconds, so it takes you about 10 minutes to get across town. As you begin to get closer to the church, is there anything anyone's looking out for, anything specific besides just heading forward? Within your passive perceptions, both Yetta and Rapture, you do not begin to sense anything. Your senses seem quiet, it's calm. Perhaps this market is right, and it was an ideal time to leave because it was very quiet in town, despite all the stories you've been hearing.
I'd like to look in, we're on like City Street, right? Like the village town road.
Yeah. So let me know if you look. You're like right around. Sorry, I know I have your figures on the little tiny map. You can click and drag if you want. So you're estimated. I'll drag Sarah. You're estimated around here. The road. Ooh, oh no. Here we go. Do you see yourself, Sarah?
Yep.
Do you see my blue circle, everybody?
Yeah.
That's where you've approached at this point. You can see the churches up ahead, a little bit on the hilltop.
So as I'm looking, I'm not so much looking down alleyways. I want to be looking in windows and seeing if people are seeing our travel.
So roll another perception check for me. Go ahead and move everybody.
Sweet 17.
So as you begin to look at the windows nearby, several are completely boarded up as you quickly scan from house to house. And at this point you pass the Blood of the Lion Tavern, where there is still lights and some quiet chatter. But otherwise, you look at this house right here, for the last house on the left before you arrive to the chapel, and you see there is a crack in the window. There is light coming through. And maybe it is just your straining eyes at this point in your travels, but you can see something move across the window. So it's light, you see darkness, and the light reappears. Yes, get it.
I send a message using my message cantrip back to Hugo.
Okay.
Hugo, it's me, Yada. I want to tell you, as we are passing the last house on the left, there is a possible figure in the window. Keep a lookout. It might be a spy.
Keep looking on your mind.
Bye.
Eyes for Strahd.
Ah. I kind of like, I'm like in the back, yeah, so I kind of like stop. Like as soon as I hear the other voice in my head, I kind of stop. So I don't know what effect that will have on the whole Dolphin and the whole group, but I kind of stop for a second.
It's nothing too jarring, but as the rest of the three other people can Marshall stop with you, and kind of look back, is Marshall's back. And you can see he has the coffin on his shoulder, and with his left hand, he pulls out his short sword and he goes, "What is it?"
Is there another way around that we can go for the rest of the distance?
He looks about him. He doesn't see it. He goes, let's just hurry quickly. We're almost there. You can see he starts to push forward.
Okay, I'll follow.
Alright. So as you walk up this slight hilltop, atop a slight rise against the roots of pillar stone that behind it begins to support a tall, steeping cliff that supports Castle Ravenloft. In front of it stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and it is worn and very weary. Towards the back, a bell tower rises, and flickering lights shine through the holes of the shingled roof. The rafters strain under their load. You approach the church. Yeah. And Rapture, you were in the front.
I will approach first, if she goes back.
Okay.
Sure.
As you approach the church, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered again with claw marks and even scarred at the bottom by fire. You can see the ground is torched and there is no grass now on the sides of the doorway.
Without knocking, are there any windows in the face of the door?
Yes, there are windows, but they are loosely boarded up.
Without trying to make too much noise, I'll look in the windows or put my face closest to any gaps or spacings between the wall panels and all that, and I'll say, I'll say, we need help, please. If there are any servers before the Lord, please open, please.
As you call out, you hear your whisper echo in the stone. As you peek inside, you can see the chapel is lit. You can only see a small entranceway in the hallway up ahead. From your angle, you can't see anything else, but it is lit up. And you think you can hear in the far back side of the church, perhaps someone is praying. But no one responds.
Can I check the door to see if it's open?
Yes.
Is it
So
open?
as you check the door is open. So it opens wide open.
I will open it slowly to avoid making too much noise, and I will say, servers of the morning Lord, we need help. We come in peace.
As you open the door, you can see light shines out into the darkness, because it is estimated it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's about maybe 45 minutes till dawn. Or at least what Barovians call dawn. It's not that very bright when the sun does decide to rise. But as you open the door, Sarah, it reveals a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hallway. I've covered up a couple of things. Yeah, just keep the element of surprise. But so we are in the church. I'm sure you see like a couple red shapes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really pretty shirt.
I have all your figures at the bottom as well, so you can click and kind of move them where you need to. But as you open the door, Sarah, again, it is about 10 foot wide, 20 foot long hallway leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit though, and it reeks of mildew, so it is a little darker in here. But as you can see, as you begin to call out, walk in just a couple steps to the doorway, and you see 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hallway leading to adjacent chambers. And you can see that the chapel is strewn up ahead with debris, and you hear a soft voice within reciting what sounds like a prayer. And suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhumane scream that rises from beneath.
Damn it.
From beneath what?
a scream rise up from beneath the wooden floors. There's silence.
I will put my back to the left wall, and
You can move yourself. Move yourself out.
I can't though, I tried.
You can't.
I can't move her.
Yeah,
No.
I can't move me either.
Can nobody move their lighters?
No.
Really?
Nope.
No.
I clicked them and dragged them off. Okay, so everyone drag off. When you click on like your character sheet, you can like click and drag it over onto the map.
Okay, it's gonna be weird.
And I'll resize it with the back down.
Mine's gonna be here.
No. Oh, sorry, Scott.
What am I dragging? The thing on the bottom or my thing on the side?
You know where you can download your character sheet?
Kelly, go to your journal,
Yeah.
click on your name, click in the name, and it will appear as your picture.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Thank you very much.
So you resize the book, right? Okay. Okay.
So when I hear that scream, I'm going to ready my rapier. I'm gonna pull my rapier out. Keeping my back to the wall, I'm going to check these doors to make sure they're not open. And I'm gonna try to get myself to the edge of this hallway and stop and look around.
Are we, sorry, before you keep going, are we all still outside or are we in the hallway with Sarah as well?
You haven't, well, you're all just outside the doorway.
Okay.
You haven't specified if you entered in yet, but the two of you who had volunteered would still be carrying the coffin, obviously. But
I'll
everyone else,
with Yetta.
yeah, and you would all have heard the scream as Yetta opened the door. You're all relatively close to each other as you approach.
I go to, Ismark and go, what the hell was that?
He looks about just as nervous, but I'm not sure. We should go check on Donovan. And he starts to head into stop, Buffy, why do you always mess up on the computer, girlfriend? Move. And he begins to start to carry Buffy! Sorry guys. Come on, girlfriend, it's worse right now. She starts to carry the coffin. Irina and Ismark starts to bring the coffin in behind you all.
Alright, I guess I'm carrying the coffin too, so I'm going in as well.
I think we should stay by the door to make sure that we have that box thing.
So,
Where is it? Can I open the door that I'm next to?
well, Sarah, did you say you were checking doors first? I think you're the first one in.
I was just checking to see if they were open and like ajar. I wasn't like opening them.
Okay, so which door are you checking? There's four doors. Which
I
door
was
are you
checking
checking?
one from the left side as I was coming up to the end of the hall.
So as you check the handles on both the doors, the handles do wiggle and they appear to be unlocked.
I just check to see if they're open or closed. I keep moving and I turn my party and I whisper or signal unlocked. Like try to mouth it to the wrestler behind me.
I'll push that first thing open. and I get to it.
And so as you're heading forward, Sarah, you can begin to see a little bit of shape. You can begin to, as you get to the chapel, you can see it is, the chapel is in clear shambles, if you can't see. It's overturned and broken pews littered throughout the dusty floor. Dozens of candles are still mounted in candlesticks and candelabras, and they're lit in dusty corners in an attempt to rid the chapel of any shadows. At the far end of the church sits a little altar, and behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower, and you can see he has returned to fervently praying. So with that, Colin, you're checking this door right here.
Yep.
All right, so as you open that door, you open it up, you see enter briefly and scan, you see it is a dirty, dark, litless room containing wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
Okay, I don't see any obvious enemies. I'm gonna leave that one as is.
Okay. As you begin to enter the doorway, is Mark, Irina, Hugo, and Benville. There is enough room for you in the hallway. If it's tight, he recommends you can put his father's casket down, and you'd still be able to like squeeze by and get past if you want to put it down to get freedom of movement. If you want to do that.
Push it in a little bit from the door, probably, and then set it down. Like here.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're putting it, you can definitely put it down there, but just keep in mind, it is a cramped hallway, it's only 10 feet wide, and so it's estimated about 3 foot coffin, so on either side of it, it's only a couple feet, so you have to squeeze by it, you can definitely put it down. So as you put it down, Irina and Ismark start to follow Yara as well further into the chapel. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I go to the door to the right. Right there.
Can you click and hold where your mouse is to see which one? Because you'll get the little beacon. Okay, so you're opening that door, Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So Kelly, as you enter, you see in here is this room, time and neglect has punched holes in the ceiling above this moldy room. And it contains a few broken roof shingles on the floor, a couple puddles of water where some rainfall has fallen through. In one corner of the room, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and a padlock. And as you enter the room, you can hear a young man's screams of anguish through the door.
And who is, I walk into the room and like kind of like walk up to the, door. Who is nearest to me currently? Is it Revlin?
It's me.
It is
Benville.
Or Benville? And I go, Benville, come here! You should check this out.
I'm coming.
Kayleen, have you moved yourself inside, or would you be still outside where you placed yourself?
I'm inside. There's not enough room for everybody.
Me
I can't help it.
neither.
I am inside now.
Okay, so you would have joined everybody. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, there just wasn't enough room to put everybody in the hallway.
I know it's cramped. Okay, so you're inside. Did you close the door behind you, or is the door open?
Door is closed.
Okay. So as Rana is the last one to enter into the chapel, she closes the door as Ben Volm comes into the room with Hugo.
What the fuck is this?
Looks like a trap door.
Maybe that's where the screaming coming from? Should we check it out?
You hear a scream.
I don't know. If somebody locks up whoever's in there for a reason, I'd like to talk to them first, and we can come back. In either case, if this guy's quote unquote good guy, it's probably safer down there if we have somewhere to kind of keep the face.
Not my head.
How close am I to the priest I see behind the altar?
Do you continue to move forward into the chapel center?
I'm more asking how close I am before I move.
Okay, so each square is roughly 5 feet, so you're about 5, 10, 15, about 25 feet from the
I'd
priest
like
you see
to
huddled.
I'd like to move 15 feet closer to him, so effectively here.
Okay. And I will say that Ismark and Irina are just behind you by 1 square as well. They follow you.
Okay. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm going to stare at this priest and focus my eyes on him, and I'm going to try to charm him using my feature.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 14 DC. Wait.
Don't forget your extra D4, sorry.
I don't get it as a bard.
No.
Oh,
Just, I have to roll a DC for the priest.
oh.
How long does the boss ring have? Okay. Alright, that is a 4. So yeah, he is charmed. So as he finishes, you can hear him muttering in prayer. He's speaking, you can hear him pleading to the morning Lord, and he stops and he looks up at you. He smiles. Welcome.
He's speaking common.
Yeah, he's speaking in common.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We have an urgent matter, but I see this place has no order for what we have. Can I ask what happened?
The man begins to rise from his soiled vestments, his clothes, and he approaches you from around. He approaches you. He comes around the. Says the villagers have not come to the chapel in months, and many in the night have scarred and charred this church in the morning Lord in fear. That is what makes it look this way.
I thought maybe it had something to do with the screaming. What is that?
He sighs, and you can see he pulls a canteen. He takes a quick drink from it, the water skin, and puts it back down and goes, "That is my son downstairs."
What is wrong with him?
Maybe a year ago was on it. A mage in a black cape came to Barovia, and he inspired the people of the village that we could overrun strong. My son Daru believed this man's words and joined him in a revolt at Castle Ravenloft. I came and I stayed and protected the village, but when all was said and done, few villagers returned and they told me that this mage was dead and that my son was gone. The next day I found him turned. Strahd has turned my son. We'll stop right there and we'll return back to Hugo and Bengal in the room.
I mean, I still stand by wanting to talk to the one person that doesn't have chains on before we unchain someone else.
What if the guy out there, though, is evil? Like, this looks super sketch.
Well, then the person downstairs is safer from him there for the time being.
You're no fun. And then I just kind of follow him to, I guess, back out into the hallway.
Convenient.
We kind of decided that beforehand, though, too, Paige.
We did.
Okay.
I said that before.
I thought you said the man who was chained, you would want to.
I said the opposite.
I said that the guy, we should leave the guy chained because he'd be safer down there.
Okay.
The other guy would be cool.
Alright, so you return to the hallway, and what does everyone else do?
I want to see if the story you just told me is believable.
You harmed him, Sarah.
Doesn't mean he doesn't tell the truth.
Alright, so roll an insight check.
9. Can I do a lucky feature every roll?
Or you can use your inspiration.
I don't have inspiration. I'm the bard.
You can, I said everyone was inspired,
Oh, I'm sorry.
including yourself.
12.
So as he tells you this story about the, the effects of his son off this revolt that happened over a year ago, you believe him.
Okay.
What were you doing, Colin? Sorry, you said something?
Pushing open the next door.
Which one?
The one that I'm standing next to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you moved yourself. Okay. Okay, so quickly as you check this door, Colin, you can see that this is also a bedroom. And the dirty room contains a wooden bed again with a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a very small table with an oil lamp that is burning brightly on the bedside. Mounted above the bed as well is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol.
Okay.
Sarah, continue.
Thank you for your honest story. I find it hard to trust many people, but your words ring true.
He nods.
Then why is he screaming in the night or in the morning?
I found that Daru had been turned. I locked him downstairs, and I hadn't let him feed on the evil that rests inside of him. He craves blood. I do not know what the morning light would want me to do.
That is a tough prayer to pray about. I am my Lord, but I am sure he believes in forgiveness.
Can you repeat yourself, Sarah? Your mic got a little muffled.
I'm sorry. I said, I am a novice of the Morning Lord, but I am sure he believes in forgiveness.
Through the hunger that cloaks my son, I know it is still Daru, but I know the Morning Lord would consider what has become of him as evil, and I do not have the courage to listen to the Lord's judgment.
Do you need help executing it?
No,
Your son, but
please do not touch Daru. I will keep him here. I will find a way to change him. I just do not know the way yet. I pray to the Morning Lord every day and every night to give me the answer, but I do not hear from him. I pray and he does not hear my calls.
So what would you have me do?
Leave him be. Leave us be.
But we came for help.
What? And what can I help you with?
I turned to Ismark.
Are we all walking in now?
Yeah, sure.
Let's pick up the casket.
Do you want to pick up the casket? Ismark is still Ismark and Irina have joined Sarah in the chat.
Can me and Benvol try dragging the casket across the floor?
Pick it up. Just the two of us.
You can try to pick it up, but I'll need you to roll a strength check if it's just the two of you trying to pick it up. Would you rather drive it or pick it up? Either way, you're gonna have to roll a strength check, athletic check.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I need you both to roll a strength check.
I think probably one back would help if I noticed that.
For sure.
I would say you're still in the room. If you were checking the room, I wouldn't let you be able to. I mean, you're just wrapping it up as they're starting to pick it up.
Wait, I'm right there. I would help.
Okay, so you can roll a strength check as well. Athletics, actually. What was your roll? I'm sorry, Wesley.
I kind of knew that I was
Your
happy
athletics,
about
I
that.
think, is wrong on that. Are you looking at the one in roll 20?
I was trying to.
So, when you click on Benvol of Vandrin, I can see your athletics is 4. Plus 4.
That's the same as the other one.
Is it?
Yeah, at least mine.
Okay, because I might have made changes to the Google Hangout. Because before you were taking originally Keelin's stats, which is why I was all messed up. It was combining your stats and you copied it from Rana's.
Yeah, I think I sent you the wrong thing. Mine was correct, I think.
Okay, so what did you roll?
So So 14 total.
Alright, Kaylee, what did you roll?
Sorry, I haven't rolled yet. I have to cross check.
Kelly, what did you roll?
A 12.
Okay, 14, 12. I think yours is +6, Kaylee. What did you roll?
That puts me at 19.
Alright, so, with that, you are able to, the three of you pick up, the coffin. The later end is carried by Benville at the top, and, Hugo takes the middle, and Brana takes the end, which is the heaviest part. And as you begin to carry, the coffin in, is when, Yetta turns to Ismark, and Ismark says, Donovan, we come with my father's body, and Irina and I plead that you give him a proper mourning board burial. I know this is what he would have wanted, and it can only depend on you to do it. And Donovan nods calmly. Of course, he kind of looks about the chapel. You can see he walks back behind the, I'm forgetting the word for what they stand behind. What are they? What is it?
Tabernacle?
Altar.
Altar?
Thank you. The word. What was the one you said, Keely?
Tabernacle?
Tabernacle? Is that what all the words were?
It's one of the words for that.
Isn't that the whole thing with the altar in it? Like the whole
Wow.
area?
Guys, I wasn't baptized. I don't fucking know.
He literally
I think
picks
you
up,
stand on the altar behind the pulpit.
he literally picks up the whole tabernacle, the floor, the altar,
Good.
the whole thing.
Yeah, go ham, buddy.
He heads behind the altar and he begins to collect some candles. And he says, I think we have maybe no more than 30 minutes. Quickly, come on, let's go outside. We will lay your father to rest. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, as, Rana, Hugo, and Benbom continue to carry the coffin through the, church, Donovan leads you, there's 2 doors. Donovan leads you to the door that's right here. That would lead us to the back of the church and to the cemetery. Everyone follows out?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So I'm gonna send us to the cemetery.
There's probably nothing evil in a cemetery.
No way.
So,
Guys, wait, can I run to the bathroom?
Yeah, everyone take a 5-minute break, and when you get back, I'm deleting what your little things are. Again, I want you to drag yourself back on, and if you just drag it on, I'll resize it and put you guys where you need to be, okay? Everyone take a 5-minute break if you need it. I'm gonna take a quick break.
Cool.
You did it.
I guess for everybody, one of my customers tipped me in weed today.
What? Like smoked you up, or just gave you
He
weed?
just gave me weed.
Jesus. Okay. I got a little mini pizza of that spinach and garlic pie again. So good.
Good stuff.
Taking a quick break. Did Panda dice?
Yeah, I just got one. I got 15 new
Oh my
dice.
gosh, when you did that?
One of my visits had me over by, this past week, one of my visits had me over by the 20 Side store in Brooklyn. I just went there. I bought 15 dice and,
You did many.
yeah.
You did? I was gonna buy you that one. I just asked for this and I was like, oh, that looks so good.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny Bucky.
Alright.
That's awesome.
Then you're so lonely over there.
Come on. They can do me proper with a bit of luck.
For those who are back, I usually try to keep it to 2 hours. Try to keep it shorter. I might have mentioned this in the chat in between last session and this session. We have the opportunity to level up tonight. If you guys are feeling okay, we can get started. If we decide later on, okay, you know what, we want to call it, that's fine. But we're kind of this stopping point where we could play for probably another 30 minutes and I could wrap it up really quickly and leave us on a big suspense note, or we can play a little bit longer, get a little bit more going, and maybe level up tonight, depending on how you guys are feeling. No pressure.
Thanks, Mom.
I would personally prefer to level tonight. But I understand because I'm earlier than all you guys that my feeling is different. So.
Sarah can go and do stuff afterwards, no problem.
Typically I do go to bed, but I don't have to. So. Tomorrow's also my Friday, so I don't mind being tired tomorrow.
What time do you have to be at school, Sarah?
I tend to get to school at 6:45 by the latest.
That's so early.
That's when I wake up.
And school starts at 7:30. And then I'm typically there until 5:30.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
School starts at 7:30?
Yeah.
My school started at 7:30 when I was in high school.
Really?
And we're contracted at 7:10, so I like to get there about 45 minutes before school starts, just to prep everything. And
Kudos to you. I bitch about 9 to 6. Frequently, I bitch about it.
Pixel XL.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Fancy.
Is
Nice.
everyone good? We're ready to get this ceremony going?
Let's do this.
Don't love that you called it a ceremony.
I don't know what you call a funeral.
Ceremony.
Assemble.
So long, not good night.
you mean undead coming up from the ground to kill us?
Yeah,
No,
we
you're
are.
gonna level up from pure diplomacy on this one.
Of course.
As much as I wish that were the case. Teeny tiny Bucky.
I think we totally
I'll just
believe you
have
on
this
that
here
one.
for the rest of
Bucky,
the
Bucky. Bitches can't roll an insight check on me though. Ha ha!
Insert check.
Did you?
Fuck you!
I inside check the DM.
Because you're my twin and I know your face.
Alright.
That was the thing with Matt Mercer moments. Can I roll the inside check DM? You can certainly try.
Alright, so and we're back. The Wormwood giveaway is going to suckyourface.net. We're giving away this beautiful mahogany dice tower. Alright. Sorry, here's a roll reference.
I don't like it.
So, as you begin to exit the back end of the chapel, you can see a massive cemetery. And the priest begins to lead you straight ahead, and he leads you to a crypt. It is, I wouldn't say lavish is the right word, but it is, a modest what's the word that Fall Out Boy sings? Elysium? What is it? Where it's like the thing that people get buried in, but it's above ground. Mausoleum. Mausoleum. Brings you to a mausoleum. Perfect. Oh, speaking of, let's play some music. You don't need it when you got a barn. So, very long. Alright.
Ooh, now that's really
I'll stop.
So,
mute music. I like it.
as you begin to approach the mausoleum, Irina is tearful, and Ismark turns to you and he says, a mausoleum is always prepared for the burgomaster. So, my father always knew he'd
The song already.
he'd always come to this place. And so, place yourselves around however you would like to be. This is the mausoleum that the burgomaster is going to be buried in, and where we will perform the ritual. Place yourselves respectively around it.
Sorry.
I will no worries. I'll resize you, not a problem.
I actually would like to be that big.
Perfect. I'm gonna use enlarge with my taser. And I'm gonna have Ismark and Irina directly next on either side of. Oops, sorry. Who do I stand on top of?
That was me.
Okay. I'm gonna have Irina and Ismark on either side of the priest. All right. And actually, nearly perfectly on timing. Despite your long rest and your travel to the chapel, you wasted little time. And as Donovic begins to pray to the Morning Lord and perform the burial ritual for the burgomaster, you can see what a Barovian sunrise looks like. It is still minimal. It's still heavily clouded. The best version of a clear day for them. And he prays to the Morning Lord. Morning Lord, may you protect our departed burgomaster and place him in the loving path and light of your love. I'm not religious, so this is extremely difficult for me to even roleplay. He turns to Ismark, who repeats a testament from an old, ancient prayer. Venir, as you begin to listen, Venir. Wow, that's the first time I did that. Benvolm, you recognize this based off of your background and what the acolytes who taught you have told you. This is a very, very ancient prayer from Lathander, long before he was even known as Lathander.
So it was like when Lathander came out, they added the "For thine is the kingdom" at the end of the Lord's Prayer.
And also with you, yes. Because of your recognition, you would be able to recite it as well if you'd like.
I will.
So as Ismark begins to join in the prayer, Irina says it as well, and you hear Benvolm join as well. As Ismark and Irina begin to lower the rope contraption that brings their father to the ground, the sun, or what the version, again, it's not true daylight, it's more just regular light, no longer dim and dark. You hear Rapture, roll a perception check for me.
Where do I have?
You'll have the +4 to whatever you roll. Yeah.
14.
14. So, as the creaking of the contraption lowers the deceased burgomaster to the ground, you're not sure if you hear maybe a quiet cooing from Buffy on your shoulder, or if you hear something off into the distance. In your perspective, it would be past the mausoleum. If this is a standard orientation of north, south, east, and west, looks just northeast of what you think you're picking up.
Okay. You said I hear a noise?
Yeah, you think you hear something coming from the northeast.
Buffy is going to investigate.
Okay. So you fly her as far in that direction as you can?
Yeah.
How far can she go on like a typical turn? 30 feet?
That is a good question. I think she follows the regular monster creature.
I have Raven stats under your folder for you.
Oh, thank you.
So under Rapture, it's Buffy Raven stats. You can click on it. It looks like it's 50
so
feet.
she can fly 50 feet, and that I can telepathically converse with her for 100 feet.
Okay.
So 50 feet she could. How far did you say away it was?
Well,
Not
each
sure,
square.
so that
Yeah. And forgetting, I think each square I have you guys that is 5 feet. So I mean, if you can do the math, I'm gonna pull up just so you have a Raven icon, just so you can kind of orientate what's going on. Give me 1 second. All right, guys.
50 feet would be around here.
Here's a Raven. I can control her for you in the
Cool.
meanwhile. Okay. So 50 feet is around there. Is that where you wanted to go, or like you can do diagonal as well, depending on where your preference is?
she can kind of go there between those two mausoleums, I think.
Okay. So as she flies out, her Raven senses can confirm that what you heard is accurate, and she can hear. It sounds like the flapping of wings, several wings approaching from the northeast. And quickly she begins to see, she begins to see what looks like a crowd of small winged beasts flying this way, quickly. Ooh, I resized her.
Giant. Sorry. I want to message this to
You're approaching?
I want to message this to my party, but not to Ismark and the priest and remember.
So I think your message,
Irina?
if you're using do you have the cantrip message? It only works for one person.
Hold on, please hold while I scroll through my spells. I think it is. Okay. So then can I do it? I will message, who's closest that way?
I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds.
I'm gonna message, Rebel.
Alright, so Revlin, you are told that there is, as the figures begin to pass Buffy, she can identify it is a swarm of several small winged creatures approaching the
Okay,
cemetery.
I'll catch the eye of Benvol, and I'll draw my blade, and when they get near, if I determine they're a threat, I'll cast a firebolt at them.
So, unfortunately, at the response time, you won't be able to get in a firebolt. Well, I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative, and it seems a swarm of bats has approached you all.
Nat 20.
Give me 1 second, everybody.
21.
19.
Damn.
I wasted the
What's
nat
your
20 on
message?
initiative die.
20.
Victoria?
12.
It would have been 25, but it was nat 20.
Nat 20, bitch.
So, Sarah, what is yours with the nat 20?
With the nat 20, it's 25.
Jesus.
I guess she's going first.
I'm gonna roll for Ismark
a terrible roll. That's a 7 for Ismark.
I'm sorry, 20. It's a 23. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Papa.
You don't 20 to hit.
That's it. Holy guys, I'm rolling like garbage, which probably is good for you. I rolled initiative for Ismark and Irina. Ismark got a 7. Irina, with her dexterity modifier, got a 2. It's a nat 1.
She's distraught. It's her dad's funeral.
She is very unaware of what is approaching. 1 second.
Fucking A.
Okay. And then let me see. Sorry, guys. That's +2. What the fuck did I just roll? Oh, okay. Okay, so we've got. So as the bats approach, they are now within. By the time you all have readied yourselves, they are within no more than 10 feet of up above, about 10 feet above, 10, 15 feet above you, but also 10 feet away from Revelin and estimated from everybody about 20, 25 feet in. And first up, we have Sarah, or Yetta.
Fantastic. I'm going to use my 2nd level spell, Shatter. It's being used at a cast level 2. It's in the thing. So I see these, the swarm of bats, birds approaching, and I mutter a fucking metal ass lyric in my head, and I is it within range? That's the only question. I think
60 feet, you're within range.
Yeah, with a 10-foot range radius. So yeah, I shoot a sphere of wave sound from that point of origin, and it's going to be like an attack, right?
It says it in the attack. What does it say?
Constitution save.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, what's our con save throw?
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing everybody down. Okay, so Constitution saving throw for the bats. Very nice, very cool. That is a nat 1 yet again.
Oh!
Alright, what happens?
It's 3d8 thunder damage.
Why would you double the damage?
Because they got a nat 1?
No, I don't do that.
Damn.
But you only double damage when you roll a nat 20.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for damage. It's 3d8 thunder damage.
Cool.
That's 15.
15 damage?
Yeah. 3d6.
Nice. Nice.
Sorry,
Alright.
3d8. I'm sorry, it was 3d8, but I rolled the right die. It was...
Okay, so. Alright, so as this swarm of bats bringing darkness over the cemetery begins to fly in and approach, Yetta from the backside of the mausoleum shouts in like an epic heavy metal sound. It sounds like and the thundering and the ringing of the vibrations shake and distort the group of the swarm of bats, and they start to dissipate and cry out. But they still approach. Next we have Colin.
Okay. Seeing that and seeing them still approaching despite that, I realize it's probably not natural bats, so I'm going to go ahead and fire off a firebolt at them.
Okay.
This is so it's a 15.
15 will hit.
Okay. Sorry.
You're okay.
So that is a 2 points of damage.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see Revelin shoot out from his palm a flame, a bolt that shoots, and it hits some of the bats that some tumbled down, but the swarm is intact.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong die. I rolled an
Okay.
8 instead of 8. 8 points of damage.
Okay. Next time, Colin, I'm not gonna let you retcon that. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I just rolled an 8, D8 instead of D10.
Okay. So with that, again, Revelin shoots out the firebolt, and this time the epic flame engulfs the swarm, and they all start to fall. As Revelin does this, you can see 2 swarms from opposite directions are approaching into view as the sun vaguely begins to rise. And as they begin to approach with the same amount of distance, around the same amount as Ruffy on either side, it is going to be Kaylee's turn. And I'll put them where they'd be at this point.
Okay, can I want to shoot him with my crossbow, because I haven't used it yet.
Go for it. So you have one swarm of bats coming in from here, and another from here. Which one are you shooting at?
I'll do the ones to my left.
There's 3?
There were. Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of these for you. That one's dead, but there are now 2 coming in from the left and right. The one to your left, so this one over here.
Yeah.
Great. Roll to attack.
17.
17 will hit. Roll for damage.
Sorry, one of the cats took my dice, so now I have to find the right D10. 1d10 plus 2. 10. Piercing.
10 damage.
10 damage piercing.
Great. Awesome. So as you shoot, you have a crossbow bolt, right?
Yeah, I have, now I have 99.
I wasn't counting the bolts.
I just wanted you to know that now I have 99. Well, it said that I'm supposed to keep track of that, so 99.
Jesus. So as you see, Brona uses her metal arm to latch quickly back the crossbow, and she fires the bolt, and it shoots through the air and pierces two bats at the same time, and the 2 bats fall, but the swarm continues to fly.
I just want to clarify that they don't yet know about the special arm.
Okay.
We can't see it?
No, I wear gloves. I'm not
Nice
in.
gloves and long sleeves.
We just saw you.
Your
punch
strong
the shit
ass
out of
fucking
someone.
arm.
Yeah, I just want everyone to know that everybody thinks I'm really fucking jacked.
One arm. You focus arm day on one.
It's like a masturbating joke over and over again.
Next, we're gonna have Wesley.
I think, well, none of them are in melee, right? So I'm gonna just throw.
They're not in melee.
I'm just gonna throw a javelin
Okay, yeah.
at the ones that Piranha just attacked.
Okay, roll to attack.
Yeah, so 14.
14 will hit. Nice. You guys are fucking rocking this right now. Sorry. Math is difficult for an idiot like me. I love how I can try to describe that Benholm pulls a javelin from his back and he launches it over the mausoleum, and as it strikes, I don't know how Javelin's gonna not kill all of them, but like strikes several bats with a javelin. But the few handful of bats still approach. They are definitely hurt as an entity. If you're not, and I know we're kind of we're not talking about movement yet, as of yet, but if you need to move, I mean, please shout out before. But if not, we're going to go to Hugo. Hugo is next.
Okay. They're not in melee range, correct?
No, not they are not yet.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at them.
Which one are you throwing at?
My computer crashed during all of this, so I don't know where they are or how many there
So
are.
you have 1, 10, 15, 20. One that's 30 feet from you.
Alright, that one then.
Alright, so do you know what it is to attack?
That's 17 plus my attack bonus, which is 3, so that's a 20.
Alright, that will hit.
And then it's 1d6 plus 1 piercing.
So we're rolling 1d6.
Yeah, but so I got him too.
Alright, so Hugo throws his javelin. It does hit and pierce the bat at the front. It looks somehow a little more badass than the rest of the bats. And it has a scar on its eye, and you strike it straight to the head, and it falls. It is still, there are just a handful of bats still coming at you guys from that swarm. I wouldn't really even call it a swarm anymore as opposed to a handful of bats.
Like three bats.
3 bats that are screeching in pain with the loss of their pet. Alright, next it is the bat's turn. So with that, we will have these bats are moving 5, 10. Oh my god, I always do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh my god, I keep doing it. I resize them. 40, 45, 50. And then these will move.
They're gonna make a giant swarm.
25, 25. The other swarm will come and approach, and within range, it is going to try to bite Revlin. So, that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That really hit?
Vampire elf! Vampire elf! He's already immortal. He's already immortal.
And then I'll do 3 piercing damage to you.
Constitution save.
No, there's no constitution save.
For now.
Alright,
That you know this.
and as this swarm of bats, sorry, I put it in the wrong spot. As this swarm of bats is here, they've flown over you and have not attacked, and they have flown over top of this coliseum, and they begin to flap around and conjust ball. And anyone who's within, let me just make sure, the bats that are near Revlin, Irina, and I'd say Donna that are in range, they're gonna have difficulty, like kind of like it's really not like a quite blindside effect, but it's just difficulty in perception and kind of seeing your surroundings, your immediate surroundings. You're kind of swarmed right now by that bat, the swarm of bats. Okay. After the bats, it is Victoria's turn.
Cool, so Buffy's back with me. She's on my shoulder again. Maybe like she can do stuff. I want to cast my cantrip Eldritch Blast. They're pretty close, right? They're like, how many miles are left?
From you, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're 30 feet from you. The one set of bats that's my left one.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast it on those bats. It's an instantaneous beam of crackling energy. I have to make a ranged spell attack, and they take 110 force damage.
They are, because of your line of sight with the mausoleum in front of you, they are partially obscured, so they're going to have a little bit of a higher AC because of it, because it's a little harder for you to hit them, but still.
Oh, I thought that was the casket, not mausoleum balls.
Yeah, so this right here is the mausoleum, so it's, above ground. And so on the other side, although you can kind of see a little bit to either side of it, but I mean, you can still try to attack them, it's just going to be a little more difficult to hit them.
You can
Can I
move.
move before I attack?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to here.
So 5, 10, what's your movement?
My sheet says 0, so not that.
I think it's probably 30 for human. Or
It's
for
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30. On the roll 20, the speed is 30 for you.
Okay, cool. I'm looking at the Google Doc and it did not update. Okay, so 30, so I can move that far?
Yeah, absolutely. All you had to do, technically speaking, is you had to move around. Hugo used about 15 feet of movement, but yeah, you definitely have a better shot on the swarm of bats that surround Revlin.
So that's just a d20, no.
Your Eldritch Blast,
Yeah, I have to roll for it.
Let me look at your spells.
It's
I put it in your chat, and it is instantaneous. So you're making a ranged spell attack, which means your stats are coming from. Sorry. Your spells. It is +5. Whatever you roll with the d4.
I rolled a 6.
+5?
Yeah.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else with your movement?
Wait, you can use that inspiration.
No. Well, I get an inspiration.
We'll roll a d4.
It's the triangle one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Ow, that's on it.
I would re-roll it if it fell on the floor.
Well, it wasn't free. That was stuck in my foot.
Re-roll it if it fell off the table.
Okay. 2.
Okay, and so what was the original attempt to hit?
9, so 11.
With the inspiration?
Well, it's 5, 6, and you can let it.
+2. So 13.
No, it was 9 before plus 2. No, it was 11.
So unfortunately that won't hit.
Okay.
So are you doing anything else with your movement or your bonus action? Alright. So then it'll be Ismark's turn then next. He is going to draw his long sword in his right hand and his short sword in his left hand and charge the bat, and he will try to attack. He's gonna attack with his longsword. One-handed. That will hit.
How can you attack it? Oh, even though they're in the air, he can attack them?
They're just a couple feet above him, yeah. So he can,
They're like swooping down low to bother us.
yeah, they've swarmed to get melee range. They swarmed Revlin, so they're like surrounding him away.
Oh, okay.
So Ismark strikes, he hits, and he's gonna roll damage with his longsword, which is 1d8 plus 3. Wow, fuck. Okay, so he swipes with his longsword, and he kills the remaining bats that swarm Revlin. I've gotten rid of those, so they are dead. As Ismark approaches you and finishes his turn, he draws his sword and he that's what he can do right now. And then next is going to be Irina's turn. Irina stays where she's at, and she draws her longsword as well, and she waits to see what happens with these swarm of bats. Next it is Sarah's turn. We're back at the start of the initiative order.
Ha ha ha! I would like to shoot my fucking crossbow at the remaining bats. Before I do that, I'm gonna better my angle because I know I'm kind of at a weird angle.
Crossbow buddies!
Here, and then I will shoot my fucking crossbow.
Alright, roll to hit.
Ah! +5, do this! 14!
14 will hit.
Ah! It's a D8 plus 1. Ibra. 6.
Okay.
Doesn't do it. Doesn't do it.
They haven't taken any damage yet, those.
Aw, damn, I thought those were the ones that got damage.
Yeah, it was the other thing.
Lane, then
There were 3 swarms.
Yeah,
you,
I would have done that. Oh well.
well, there's nothing else to hit.
I was gonna use some. I thought they had like half damage, so I was using them. It's all good. It's my own fault.
Okay, so what did you strike with again? I'm sorry.
A light crossbow. Something else? I was looking at my notes. I wrongfully said it's a D4 for Guardian Inspiration. It's a D6. So
Well, too late now. Sorry.
I know.
This is you didn't really use a bardic inspiration anyway. I just gave one out.
I know. Just I realized so.
Okay, so with that, you shoot a bolt. You launch a bolt and shoot it at the bats. It does hit, and you see the bolt shoots through one of the bat's wings, and it keeps flapping with the bolt in it, and it is still mysteriously converging on this other mausoleum on the other side of the cemetery. Next, it is Colin's turn.
And a bonus action. How much damage did Colin take?
3 points.
Not worth it, fuck you.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and use another firebolt at this one. So that is a 17 plus 6, so 23.
Yep, that'll hit.
And this is a 2 on a d10.
Okay. So with that, you see the Reverend draws another magical flame from his hand, and as he shoots it out, it hits the outskirts and chars one of the bats, and it screams out in pain. But they are still, just in that spot. So next it is Kaylee. Kaylee, it is your turn.
So I really want to punch stuff, but I realize that that's not an option. So I'm gonna use my crossbow again.
Okay. Roll hit.
It's a 6.
6 will not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised somehow.
Is there anything you'd like to do with your movement or your bonus action?
No,
Okay.
Did you want to use the inspiration, Keely?
I don't think it's gonna help.
There's no harm.
Throw 6. No, I won't.
Okay.
If it's a 10 if I use it, so I'll use it.
Alright, roll your inspiration die. D4.
I have to. Oh, god damn it! This is one of the ones that the cats took. Sorry, guys. Peggy sits on my desk and just fucks with my stuff.
Sounds about right.
Oh, it was a 4, so it's a 10.
Unfortunately, it does not hit.
Yeah, yeah, it's a 10.
That's fucked up.
At least I remember. At least someone reminded me to use it. Otherwise, it would have totally gone to waste.
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Keely?
Nope.
Alright, it is Wesley's turn. It is Benholm's turn.
Alright, I guess it's javelin time.
It's javelin time.
Are they 30 feet away?
Each square is 5 feet, so you can count.
I'll say 30 feet.
I don't know, can you count?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm doing other shit.
14.
That'll hit.
6.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, so as you throw another javelin, it hits through 3 of the bats and pins them to one of the columns that rises on the mausoleum. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I think I'm gonna stay close to the casket and bend it.
Okay. Kelly, it is your turn. It is Hugo.
Okay, I'm going to. So they're kind of flying low over there, and there's some pinned to something, right?
Yeah, they're flying. The both of them are flying just above the mausoleum, but they're on the top of by the roof, but around the column of the top.
Can I reach them with a melee attack?
What is your speed?
30.
So if you have to go around, yeah.
So 5, 10,
But it's
10, 15, 20.
you also, you're moving around some gravestone right here, so it's a little bit of difficult terrain. But I'd say what is it, 35? 10? Yeah, I'd say you'd be able just to get within melee range around there.
Alright.
Hit them.
I would like to take my huge great axe and swing at these bastards.
Fuck yeah, roll a hit. Have you raged, Tyler?
Fucking nat 20!
Oh, baby.
Nat
You didn't
20
even rage,
bitch.
did you?
No, I don't need a rage.
Ellie, that's the whole point of being a freaking barbarian.
Stupid bats. There's definitely something else going on in this goddamn thing. I'll save it for that.
Okay. So, what is your damage dice, Kelly?
+6. Oh
No,
no,
what-
12. I can roll 2, right?
So roll 2 d12s.
I get double +4 or just 1 +4?
That's 1 + 4.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. Someone who dies. Oh god. 2, 2, and 4, so that's 8.
So fucking close. It's literally the curse of Hugo. So, as
killed him.
so as Hugo swipes and strikes through, you strike through nearly all of them, slicing them all in half practically. Besides two or three that stand just out of your reach. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action or your movement? Or you actually have no movement.
I have no movement?
Well, because you travel through difficult terrain, which limits your whole 30 feet. So to get there limited you to pretty much all your 30 feet.
Can I like get into a defensive stance somehow to protect myself from their attack?
You don't really have that. You don't really have that ability.
Okay, I didn't know if that's a thing or not. Okay,
Not for your class.
For a monk, there's a thing called patient defense.
got it. So I will do nothing then.
Okay. It is now the bat's turn.
Just staring into the sky.
Bring it on, Pat.
All right. So it is now. Let me see what I want to do. Where's my binder?
No, you have to pull up the binder. That's bad news.
I have to pull up the binder.
Fire.
All right. So.
Bad news.
And bad news. So it is now the bats' turn. As they swirl, the remaining bats, they obscure your vision as they fly in circles. You can see they start to shift and change form.
No, are you shitting me?
What few remaining bats begin to fly away, and what stands on top of the Colosseum is none other than Strahd.
Fuck, I'm gonna kill him.
So,
It's our time, guys.
it's 11 o'clock. Is everyone okay? I'm there.
Was he like vaguely damaged? Is he like up there just like ta-da, or is he up there like, oh my luck? This guy like.
He is up there and he looks bored.
Kill
Oh my god.
Killing it now. How much like,
Why
like
did he show
if
up?
we keep going, how much later are we gonna be up?
If we can move quickly, I think we could probably knock out what I'm anticipating is going to happen in about 30, 45 minutes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest. This is a great place to stop. Obviously, a lot of suspense.
No, I think keep going. Too much suspense.
The people cheering it on the most are in different time zones than the rest of us.
Level 4, you guys.
There might not be a Hugo in 2 minutes.
Level 4.
Guys, like,
I had 2
delay the inevitable.
and I rolled 2 2s. Like, what the fuck?
You just got unlucky die, bitch.
I can stay up. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Sleeps for the week.
Honestly, I'm personally fine either way. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to keep going.
They have to keep going. I've decided. Fret not.
All right.
You will continue.
So, like a secret in your bones.
And if they come and save me.
Alright, so as Strahd appears on top of the Colosseum looking down on you all,
Oh, I know what I mean.
he looks to Irina, who stands beside Revelin,
Doesn't she have her disguise on?
yeah, they're both vaguely disguised, yes. He looks
Vaguely.
to...
See that bitch? She said vaguely. Like,
Okay, they are disguised. They are disguised, yes. He still looks...
You know, he fucking
He
knows.
looks down at Irina.
What was the point?
Regardless.
He disguised her from the Barovians.
Yeah, walk into the city.
As he looks down, 1 second, sorry, I have my gloves to pull up.
Should've been barred.
Me?
Someone get me to that doctor. And someone call the doctor.
Alright, so as the massive swarm of bats burst and pass through and scatter. You see Strahd before you, and he smirks, and you can all hear growls from the darkness outside in the woods.
Great.
And at this moment, we're technically not in combat yet, so we're kind of like momentarily out of combat, if that's okay. I don't like, if we want, we can still keep the initiative order if you guys have things you all want to do, but currently there is no aggressive entity as of yet.
It's fine.
Oh,
So,
hey.
PPK.
Sir?
PPK.
so as,
Nothing. Okay.
Damn it.
what did you say, Kelly?
Oh, hey. There you are.
Is that actually what Hugo says?
I don't know. Fucking hell.
Is Hugo flirting with Strahd?
He is. Yes.
Oh.
Hey there. Okay, so maybe we should keep going.
Continue your chants, priest.
Okay, Derek. Good.
Strahd looks over everyone. It looks as if it doesn't even recognize you, and he looks down to
Dick.
Dominic. Priest, I think you are wise enough to leave when important matters are needed to be attended to. And he lazily wags his finger, and Donovic seems.
Can I intercede in that? Like, can I step in front of a knight's interest? Just reiterate.
He's trying to charm Donovic,
Okay.
so you can't really, unless you're counterspelling it. Charm.
TM, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I've already charmed him, can he be charmed twice?
Well, how long does your charm last? Up to an hour, right?
It hasn't been an
It
hour.
hasn't been an hour.
Does charm require concentration?
No.
I don't know, actually. So, Colin, what's your opinion?
I'm pretty sure that you can have multiple charms, but I'm not entirely certain.
Give me 1 second. I don't know.
Heard.
Yeah, you were too hyped about this.
Cause I feel like Yetta thinks she's on the same level as Scott.
Yeah, but like literally last session before, she was so scared she tried hiding behind a tree when he's out.
But she didn't know who that was before it rolled up. And then when she saw it, then she tried to walking towards it.
Apparently, they say that they can be in effect at the same time.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hmm.
It just means that Yetta also.
Paige, I can send you the resource I was looking at if you want.
I know the things I'm looking at too. It says they can overlap, and not all charms are equal. So there's different types of charmed conditions, and like the phrasing
Yeah.
on a vampire charm is different than a charm like the spell. So they can be construed in different ways.
That's what this one says too.
I think we're looking at the same one. Okay. So in which case, the Donovic looks about the party and looks to Strahd in fear, and he nods and begins to briskly try to leave back to the entranceway of the chapel.
Priest, this is urgent. This is an urgent matter.
He looks about, he stops and looks back, and with fear, he looks at you, Yetta, and he says, I think the burgomaster has been laid to rest promptly and completely.
He's not in the ground.
He has been lowered into the ground. They were lowered. Ismark and Irina were lowering him in when Rapture heard the approaching swarm.
Okay.
Can I roll a religion check on that? Just to like
See if he's
see if,
being honest.
yeah,
No.
like to see if that
You
seems
can-
like it would be a completed ritual.
Yeah, you can roll a religion check, Colin. You would know. I don't think you really need to even roll a religion check. That the actual words of the ceremony is what completes our Lathander ritual.
So we
And that,
did.
yeah, in theory, like you fulfilled the request. He's been laid to rest.
22.
Yeah, Colin, you would definitely you would gauge that he is although frightened and clearly under some sort of, even though you're not detecting magic, under some sort of magical pressure, it is a complete ritual. It was more so the words spoken, and the lowering was more like putting this stake in the coffin.
So
Okay.
he is officially dead.
Correct. Yes. So as Donovan begins to leave, Strahd holds out a hand to Irina. He says, "Tatiana, my love, you have paid your respects to your father. Let these people put
While I don't know if I could do this while he's monologuing or not, but I'm standing right next to Tatiana.
You know,
You're not sitting next to Irina.
Irina, while he's monologuing, could I touch her shoulder and cast protection from evil and good?
Sure. Can you put that on the chat for me really quick?
Yeah. Let me just-
That's a first level, right?
Yeah.
One action, touch, concentration, up to 10 minutes. Until the spell ends, when only creature you touch is protected against certain types. The protection grants several benefits creatures which is a disadvantage. An attack rolls against the creature also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Nice. If the target is charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature, the target has advantage on any saving throws against the relevant effect. Awesome. So as he reaches his hand out and begins to speak to Irina, you touch her shoulder and you cast protection against from evil. And as you put it, as he monologues, he looks over at you. And he says, "I don't take to interruptions, elf." And yeah, this is I don't know.
Oh shit.
He's going to. I need to look up his spells better. He's intimidating. He's an intimidating cheat. 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Colin's like, please take all the time you want when you kill me.
I know, right?
I have a couple things that may save me, but I don't know.
All right, Revlin, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That fight's starting to hurt a little. That fight, really.
11.
All right.
I'm scared.
Oh my god.
TPK.
No, I love this.
I'll quit.
Oh my god.
I have something called Absorb Elements that
What
I
is
can
it?
cast. Let me see if I can find them here.
That was, what is it? Because you gonna need it.
Are you casting it as can you cast it as a reaction?
Yep.
Pull it up on the chat for me, please.
TPK.
Maybe we should have just stopped.
Nah, we won't die. Let's do it. Let's become vampires.
It's not showing up in the chat, is it?
No, I haven't
No.
seen it yet.
So God has this ability called I'm on it.
Sorry, I'm not on my normal computer.
Kelly, have you heard that
That's right.
story?
What story?
The I'm on it story. Last campaign, there was one kind of combat situation, or we were doing something like this. And Wes goes, well, I have this either spell or feature called I'm on it. And it was like, what he described was extremely unlikely. And he goes, I swear, it's one of my features. I mean, there was no record of this feature anymore.
There we go.
Not even like a homebrew, like a made up
Oh,
one.
that's so good.
Is this, what level spell is this, Colin?
Level 1.
Okay, you resistance to trigger. Damage type until the start of your next turn, also the next time you hit. So the first time
Basically,
you
I
hit
have
with
elemental damage coming in at me.
elemental, any elemental damage? What does that include?
I don't exactly know. I don't have the.
Isn't that the 5 elements? Fire, water,
Air,
acid,
fire, water.
freeze, and
And Kayleen. I'm the last element, the final element, if you will.
Kayleen.
Two elements. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. I don't know if it's any of those.
you say
It
elemental?
is.
Yeah, so it's
Probably
It's-
second.
it's
Probably
So-
necrotic.
Yeah.
as you quickly try to react to whatever he's projecting towards you, it looks shadowy and dark. And as he casts light on you, necrotic damage swarm and swirls at you. And unfortunately, you're going to take 32 points of damage.
And I'm unconscious.
And I'm gonna use.
Oh no!
I'm gonna use my divine or channel divinity to rebuke the violent and do 32.
Can you do it as a
necrotic
reaction?
damage. As a reaction, yeah.
Is he within range of you?
It's just whenever.
No, there's a range to it.
They're close. They're 10 feet away.
Your channel divinity,
Yeah.
and it's for rebuke the violence. An attack within 30 feet of you. Is he within 30 feet of you?
Yes, he's 10 feet away.
Strahd is within 10 feet of Benvol.
No. 20, 30, 35.
He's out of range for you,
Okay.
so you wouldn't be able to do it. He's just out of range to rebuke that violence.
Okay.
Can I use my bonus action to whisper some? No?
Go ahead, say, what are you trying to do?
Can I cast healing words on Revlin as he falls to the ground or whatever?
So, we will, okay, so Colin will be knocked unconscious. Everyone re-roll initiative.
Okay. That's a 19 plus 3, that's 22.
7.
That was Kayleen who said 7.
Yep.
I'll go 12.
3.
Who said 12? Victoria?
Still
Leslie
12.
said 3. And Kelly, what are you?
11.
We're fighting him? Why are we fighting him?
You're rolling initiative, dude.
Why are we fighting him?
I don't know. Who suggested adamantly that we stay up? Was it you, Sarah? And then me, accusatorily, Kayleen?
Fight him. I'm a spinner of words.
Don't you
I'm
have,
gonna
like,
fucking come out with spin some words.
Okay, Kelly.
don't you have something you can like persuade him to like not fight us?
It's fucking Strahd.
She hid behind a tree last time. I think you pointed out.
I
Okay,
think I can persuade one of his goonies, but not him. Level 3. Level 3. Level 3.
okay. So,
Yeah, but it's gonna be like our obituaries all say what they
we'll
reached.
re-roll, Revlin falls unconscious to the ground. It is Yetta's turn.
Fuck, I don't want to fight this bitch. Are we fighting?
He has, unfortunately, he hasn't made, you're not sure, he hasn't made another, he can't make another action yet.
I'm gonna hold my action and I'm gonna use a bonus action to whisper healing words. Let me see if I have to be 60 feet. I'm within range of him. I'm gonna spin a small needle of sweet notes into his ear and revive him. D4 plus 4. 6 health.
You're gross. You a body
Alright.
now.
So, you have 6 hit points, Colin. You are prone. Roll initiative for me really quickly, just so I can add you back in.
And I'm holding my attack. You know what I mean?
Holding your attack.
Which makes sense.
It was in that one.
Yeah, but so that's
Oh, poor Colin. Alright. And so you're holding your attack for what, Sarah? You're waiting to see if Strahd attacks?
I'm just waiting. I just wanted him not unconscious, and I'm holding.
To hold your action is totally fine, but I need a reactionary reason why you would take your action. So I need something relatively specific.
I'm gonna hold on, like, what I would like to do with it if something happens.
So, like, okay. To hold your action, like, to do an action, you need to say, like, oh, I want to hold my action until I see, you know, the enemy turn the corner, or until I see Strahd actually attack somebody.
Okay. I whisper those words, and I'm keeping my eyes on Strahd, and until I see him either pull his hand out in another direction or throw a weapon, I'm holding on to a spell in my mind.
Okay, so you're waiting for him to make an actual attack.
Yes, I'm waiting for him.
Okay, so next it is going to be Ismark. So Ismark will, when he sees how quickly Revlin falls, it's hard to see him. He will come in front of Irina and stand and protect her. He has his long sword drawn and his short sword drawn, and he's standing in front of her. And he says, "You will not take her." And now he's going to hold his action as well. And so it is Strahd's turn next.
Of course you rolled one.
So he looks back to Irina and says, "As I was saying, Tatiana, you've paid your respects to your father. His flesh is under the earth. Come with me, my darling." He tries again to charm her. It fails because of your protection from the evil and good. So she stands with her.
It might be
was it concentration?
Concentration. Also, that would have dropped.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
you're
concentration.
not role-playing Strahd.
I'm rooting for you guys.
Oh, fuck, too bad. Irina's dead.
She's not dead. So,
Just like Dalvin. Rip Dalvin.
Dalvin.
I guess I'm gonna need another tattoo, guys.
alright, so as he waves his finger at Irina, she, with her longsword ready, she lowers it to her side and she begins to try to push back Ismark. Now, because he is trying to hold her back, she's going to be moving very slowly. For her, when it is her turn, she'd only move about, if anything, 10 feet closer to Strahd. He does not do. Oh wait, nice. That is TPK ever. So as he casts that charm, you can see he crooks it lazily. You know, the mist swirls around his feet, and you can see his eyes flare red in the darkness. And that is what he's going to do with his turn. So all he's doing is. Next, it is Victoria's turn. Oh wait, I'm so sorry, Sarah. You mentioned that if he does anything with his hand, you want to attack, right?
Yeah.
I
I said a spell. I didn't say attack.
Okay, I know. You're holding your action.
Here. I'm going to. I don't think you're gonna let me do this. So.
What is it?
Words of terror. It's 1 minute of alone. It's so specific, and I hate that. It says, if I speak to a humanoid alone for at least a minute.
Nah, I don't think. I think you know it wouldn't work.
But it's just like, what the fuck?
I gave it to you last time when it was a friggin' Barovian, and I called you a little fuck. I think it was a direct quote, but I think you know it wouldn't work. So I'm just letting you know, Retta would probably think, this isn't
Okay.
gonna work.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on Strahd.
What is that?
Okay.
I got it.
I die now.
What is it? Why are you doing this?
I'm putting it in the... What else am I supposed to do?
Do.
Let it happen. Let her take that bitch.
What happens if we kill Strahd during this interaction?
Guys, this is a great campaign. I'm so proud of
Really?
us.
4 episodes in, we're done.
Wisdom save throw. Last up to 1 minute. They perceive everything as funny and they are prone.
She's making a wisdom saving throw?
I know, I gotta do something.
He rolled a nat 2 plus 7 though. It's a 9. I'm sure it doesn't pass though.
I'm 14, he doesn't pass.
Holy
Alright, so
shit.
what happens?
Oh my god.
So he's incapacitated. So he falls to the top of the mausoleum.
Laughing.
Total
Laughing.
Strahd killer.
Is he
Uh,
uncontrollably laughing?
Yes.
And he has to re-roll every time.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him.
Incapacitated, so any concentration thing that he has dropped.
I'm
That's what
concentrated, yeah.
Yeah, but he's incapacitated.
That's true.
Kyle, can you give me a stealth?
But guys, if we hit it, he has advantage on his saving throws. So if you hit him while he's prone, he gets advantage on his wisdom save every time.
So we kill the Strahd.
So we run away with Irina, and I will concentrate on keeping him prone, and I will die for this team.
I got something
Alright.
else that'll slow him down if he comes after us.
Oh my god. Alright, so it has effect. He falls, he's on top of the mausoleum, but he is crippled onto the roof and he is laughing. A maniacal, terrifying, hideous laughter.
Can this be our Strahd?
Is there anything? So now that was your action. We're going back to Victoria, which is back in the initiative order. Victoria, what would you like to do?
Well, if there's the possibility to leave Strahd as he is and let him keep laughing while we go.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you
die.
can. So yeah, you can use your action. You can just use your movement if you like.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
I don't want to like run away like a little baby.
I wouldn't judge you, girlfriend.
I want to see what happens. I've got a spell in mind, but I'm gonna hold my action.
So you're gonna hold your action. You're not gonna do any movement.
Is
What do you-
Irina still trying?
Yeah, like what is? I
So
got really into reading my spells. My apologies.
So, although he is maniacally laughing on the rooftop, it doesn't look like it has broken the effect Irina has, and she still is. She's fighting. You can see her fighting whatever effect he has, this charm effect he has on her, but she's still moving closer to Strahd, with Ismark trying to hold her back desperately. So, Victoria, what are you holding your action for? I need a little specificity.
Real talk, just to see what's happening.
What it,
I'm
I can't like if you say like, oh, I need to take my turn now, it'd be hard for me to be like, oh, because something happened, you can take your turn. You know what I mean? So is there something
Okay.
specific you're looking for?
if he comes out of this, like I don't want to mess it up if it's a good thing.
So until he breaks the hideous laughter.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that can work. All right. So the next it is going to be a Barana's turn. Pew, 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 pew.
Can I grapple Irina?
Yeah. So you can definitely try to grapple Irina. You are
Colin does not like that. That's my game plan.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, you get 15 feet from behind her, try to grapple her from behind.
Okay.
So you would roll an athletics check, and she's gonna roll.
Is it an athletics check with my arm? Am I grappling her with my arm? Because that would make me really happy.
You're rolling an athletics check. Yeah, I assume that's what you're doing, and she's gonna roll an athletics check with disadvantage because Ismark's holding her back as well to contest your grapple. Okay.
Come on.
Oh man. Okay.
Mine's 18.
What did you? You have grappled her successfully. Okay. Are you doing anything else with your bonus action or
Can I drag her in the other direction?
So you have 10 feet remaining. With your grapple, I'd say you have half distance, so you can probably move 5 feet back.
Okay, I'm moving her 5 feet back.
Okay, so you and Irina move 5 feet back. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay.
I've been waiting like this entire time. I'm like, I'm gonna grapple somebody.
Kelly, Hugo is next.
So I'm torn because Hugo would definitely probably try to hit this bitch. But I really don't want to do that. So I turn to the party and be like, what's our play here?
Let's get back into the consecrated temple.
Huh?
Let's get back into the consecrated temple.
That's about 6 seconds of dialogue, so I'd say you.
That's all you got?
Back to the temple.
Okay, can I, let's see how far away I am from 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I assist in Rana grappling?
It's just a dog pile.
Help bring her quickly to the church.
So show me where you would move, like how you could get to there with your movement.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, so roll your athletics check.
With advantage?
Why?
Yeah, why?
There's someone already helping.
Sarah, I'm just gonna roll an athletics check.
14 plus 6 is 20.
So you are able to, you're able to help assist, and I will say from now on, any movement where you're carrying Irina can be regular movement with the two of you carrying it. Okay.
Okay, so I moved 20, so can I move 10 more spaces?
Well,
We have to move in
It's a little
tandem.
confusing in regards to initiative order because you can move, but there's other people who've used their movement for their turn, so we can assume you guys can work as in a bulk. Like when it's Irina's turn, I can have you guys fucking, I don't know, move together.
Well, if they dash, they can move together each turn.
That'd have to be their action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
when it's the next person who's going to be up is in the initiative, it's going to be
Rana.
Oh, and for my bonus action, I'd like to rage.
It's so delayed. So delayed.
I know, I kind of forgot, like,
Hilarious screaming.
trying to...
Okay. Alright, so you rage, and I guess next time it'll be Brana's turn. We'll have you guys move together, if that's okay. I'll have you guys roll, you'll have this shared initiative, okay? You're working collaboratively. Alright. Next is Whistly. Whistly.
You need all this grapple, bro!
I don't want to die.
Dog pile.
I reiterate, everybody into the temple, but I'm gonna stay back, because I know Yetta's concentrating, so I'm gonna protect her, but also want to cast as my action, protection from good and evil on Irina, so she has advantage on her saving throws from the charm.
So you touch Irina as she's passing by,
Yeah.
and then you move. Where do you move?
I'm gonna post up somewhere with Yetta.
You could get to like, you could get to here, or even here.
Would that break the spell that he has on her?
No, so it just gives Irina advantage when she's rolling the
Not
break
getting out of it.
possession.
Yeah.
Let me see how.
It's Colin casted it originally before.
Yeah, so concentration after 10 minutes. It doesn't have a range. It was the range.
The range is
that-
touch.
So
So
then
you
it's on
touched
her.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it just gives her advantage.
Yeah. Alright. Is that everything for you?
Yeah.
Alright, and so that is going to be Colin with your initiative 1.
I'm gonna stand up with half my movement.
Perfect.
I'm gonna look around in pain confusion, and I'm gonna go ahead and not lead the charge, but like I'm gonna move back with them. No, I don't want to be in the forefront of anything right now. I just got taken down one hit, and
I'm so scared. I'm gonna die.
but I'll go ahead and hold a levitate spell in case Strahd starts to move towards us.
Okay. Very cool. So you're holding an action for Strahd to move closer. Victoria's holding an action technically for if he breaks his hideous laughter. Everyone, no one else is holding an action, so then we are back up to Sarah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna hold a second.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I totally skipped Irina. Irina would have gone technically before Colin, not that it makes a difference. Irina's gonna try to break her charmed effect now with advantage.
Ah!
What's her... She had a... with advantage. Oh, damn it. It's a 5 and a 6 I rolled. I'm sorry, guys. So she is unfortunately unable to break the charm. But she's still grappled, and that is still... You guys are still being able to move, but she is still charmed. So now it's Sarah's turn.
Oh my god.
Kill him, Sarah, kill him.
I can't.
Mind fuck him! Mind fuck him, Sarah!
Kill him, Sarah.
Dude, Sarah.
You got it.
Yeah, that's not a concentration spell, right? That's just him...
It is concentration.
Oh, okay.
So do I get action, or is my action concentrating?
No. So what concentration spells mean is that you can't cast another concentration spell, and if you get like hit or hurt or something.
Damage. Yeah.
Okay, well, I understand the damage part. It's just what other spell I can use. I don't know if I want to use my spell slot quite yet. I'm gonna hold my my action. I'm gonna wait for the hideous laughter to break, like what Rapture was doing. And I am gonna use a bonus action. I'm gonna use one of my bardic inspirations, and over my shoulder as I'm focusing on Strahd, I'm gonna start singing "Hold On" for Irina, and try to give her a D6 of inspiration. So I'm like, "Oh God, if you feel like
Great. So you're giving her a D6 of inspiration
yeah."
for her next saving throw with advantage. Great. Okay. Anything else? All right. It's Mark's turn. And
Wait,
you
you're not
just-
gonna move at all?
I'm gonna start backing away.
Yeah, so you can 5, 10, 15, 20, 23. You move 5 more feet away from him if you like and still be within range.
Oh, okay.
If there's room.
I think that's room.
This is room.
Yeah, that's fine. So with Ismark's turn, as he sees that everyone's turn.
No. Instead of holding, I'm gonna hold can I hold a dash? Is that possible?
No, you'd only be able to hold.
Okay, I'm just holding a spell, waiting for him to break hideous laughter. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I got some backup plans, you guys. We're good. I got some stuff.
Okay, and so now it is Ismark's turn. He sees that the party has collected Irina, and cautiously he only moves back a little bit, and he tries to flank. Ben Vamps to his side, and he intends to hold his ground until he knows for sure that Irina is out of Strahd's grasp. So, with that, it is Strahd's turn. He's going to try to break. What is your DC, Sarah?
You're muted.
Muted.
14.
I was saying, I don't want to say, but it's 14.
Alright. And it's a wisdom saving throw?
For him, yes.
It's been real, guys.
It was like a lot of long years.
Maybe a 19.
I'm going to use my lucky ability. Can I use my lucky ability to make him reroll it?
Yes, you can.
You can make someone else reroll with luck. I don't know you could change.
Saving throw.
I can read it. Now, reread it. Let me reread it. Luck,
Or is it only your own?
I can make it reroll one of my attacks, abilities, or saving throws, and I can also use it for rolls versus me.
Mhm.
So luck means I have to reroll the 20 and take
Yes.
the second one.
I get to pick. I get to pick the roll that I prefer.
Oh.
Okay. Another saving throw. 17 plus 7.
Seven.
I'm using another lucky ability.
Oh my god.
You can't use it twice in one action. You can only use it once.
I can use the action I was holding.
Yes. So he breaks, but he hasn't done anything yet. But yeah, go ahead. You can use.
I
You
want
just broke his laughter.
I want to cast Cloud of Daggers on him. Which is sorry.
Okay.
This one?
Oh, thank you. 60.
I want it to be centered on his stupid face.
You feel me with spinning daggers in a cube for feet on each side, pointing at a center you choose. Figure takes. So it just hits automatically.
I
Yes.
guess so. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so roll 44.
That's the triangle one again.
Yes.
Okay. 4. 2, so 6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nice.
And I was holding a spell as well.
You used luck. Does that count for anything?
It's
Ability.
Does it say?
I don't. I'll go with what you said, Paige. If it counts as my action.
Does it say it's an action? That's all I'm asking. I don't think it does. It's one time.
It doesn't clarify what I wrote down, so
I don't think it does.
No.
okay. Then I'd like to. You roll damage this one, Victoria.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
describe what happens when she does this dagger attack?
Yeah, go.
I also question on the dagger thing. That means that every time he goes, he takes the D4 again, right?
For the first time on a turn or start its turn there. Correct. If he takes his turn.
Okay.
So he did. That was the start of his turn when he
Okay.
did it. So I probably wouldn't roll it again because you held your action for that moment. So
Yeah.
if we take a full rotation again, he'll take that damage.
Okay. Cool.
So sorry. So as you see Rapture conjure this dark, swirling dagger spell, you see it strike Strahd as he lays limp, technically, on the mausoleum roof. And as it pierces him, you see what looks like red aura around him light up brightly. It accepts, you can see the daggers reach in. Although he does not react to the pain, you can see it has landed true. And as the daggers swirl around, the red light begins to evolve and dim. He will now take half of his movement to stand up, look about him. He quirks an eyebrow at the swirling daggers, and he looks down at the retreating party and at Benvolm and Rapture and Yetta and his mark who stand to face him still. He sighs, and he says, "You can have tonight. But as I warned you before, Tatiana is mine." And as he looks over you all, you see the swirling around his feet begin to lift and rise, a cloud of fog spinning up and up and up. As it envelopes him, he shifts and changes into a bat again. And he will spend his movement heading away. So, 1 second.
Did he use half his movement to get up?
Correct. And so, but now half of his movement, as, one second, this is a pain in the ass. So he will take 50 feet in his bat form, 5, 10, 15, to begin flying away.
I like his special bat icon.
Thank you.
Guys, I still have an action that I held. He's within range. Should I do an attack spell or should I let him go?
That is up to you, Bob.
What would Yetta do?
I'm asking my party.
What would Yetta do?
I would hit.
Oh fuck yeah, it would definitely. Yes.
Yetta would do it.
Alright, well, there's your answer.
Yetta would.
I know. That's why I said it.
Just gonna use.
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
Yetta wants to grow strong, right? Before.
Yetta's gonna just watch and kind of mumble out her breath, all her weaknesses, while he easily flies away.
She's not doing anything?
She's gonna.
Revlin also
be a-
did not cast.
She's gonna be a little pansy.
Yo, I'll take it, Pansy, any day.
Calling
But
it
don't-
I was saying Revlin would also not cast Levitate if he was moving away instead of at us.
Yeah, I know you'd specify that, so I wasn't gonna bring it up with us.
Okay.
Thank you, though. No, but thank you. And I appreciate your clarification too. So technically speaking, if we still want to go into the Sand Shore, next would be Ismark. Ismark will watch the retreating bat inside and start to rush back over to Hydrina. Next, it would be Strahd's turn, so he will
Fly.
technically take the how many points of damage as he's leading the daggers?
How is Strahd?
Yeah, wait, what happened to Sarah? I mean, Kelly, my turn.
Sorry, I remembered everyone had these like holding action things. Strahd hasn't. Well, Strahd would have still taken his movement to damage, the additional damage anyway, as he turned to the bat and moved. That would have been another 13 damage. You would have seen a similar effect happen. The red aura, as he shifts and changes, the red aura would light up as the daggers strike at him, and as he seems to move out of this cloud of daggers, you can see he's in a bat form. He does take that 13 damage. Cool, nice. I'm so sorry about that. Ignore that. Next, it would have been Victoria's turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's just.
He held her.
If he's like leaving.
Yeah, see, so he has on his turn traveled a lot for the rest of his movement to start moving in the opposite direction. Goes back to
Rapture would not attack. She would probably want to see how Irina does.
Maria? Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to move closer to her?
Yeah.
It's a little crowded, but if you find space and you can get around somebody with your movement, I mean, feel free to place yourself where you want to be. Within 30 feet.
Sorry. I'm just gonna go stand next to that guy.
Okay.
Let's see.
So Irina will take her saving throw with advantage and with that inspiration she needs it. I'm gonna use the inspiration. Fortunately, she does not break it. God damn it. So it would be Hugo's turn next. Hugo and Verana's turn collectively. And who else? Did anyone else go down?
No.
No? Okay, so it is your turn next. What would you guys like to do?
Like, at the same point, I would like, book it! Like that. I'm not gonna attack him, that's like far away.
Well, you're holding Irina. Do you want to move her, you and Kayleen?
Oh, yeah.
I think we should.
You can both input. Which way would you like to do?
Yeah, I feel like we're heading back to the church building thing.
Okay, so you're both your movement 30?
Mine's 40.
Mine's 30.
30's fine.
Yeah, so you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You would get to the doorway of the church.
Okay.
So you'd be right on here. Alright. Anything else you guys like to do?
My rage is over because I didn't attack anyone this round, so.
You didn't receive or deliver any damage.
Right.
Kayleen, anything else?
Nope, that was it.
Okay. Next would have been Wesley.
I make sure he's really leaving, and I walk over and grab Benvolm on the shoulder.
You're Benvolm.
I'm Benvolm. Yep. I grab Revlin on the shoulder, and he starts to feel better. My shield is glowing, and he heals 15 hit points.
Are you using your lay
Yeah,
of hands?
yeah.
It's 15?
That's my pool.
I am almost back up to full.
3 times my, or 5 times my paladin level hit points. Cool.
That's what it is, that's true.
So what does that put you at?
I'm at 21 of my 23 hit points. I am almost-
Nice. Okay.
Evan nods in gratitude to Benvolm, still kind of catching his breath.
And then
Does he know who, was he aware of what happened when he woke up? Like how he was?
Revlin would have seen a black swirling mist of magical dark aura.
Would
Not without. I mean, maybe you would have sure. Huh?
I said thinking back to it.
Right now in the moment, you wouldn't be sure. He would definitely know it was some sort of necromantic magic that he cast on you.
I'm asking, would he know who brought him back from unconsciousness?
He would think in his unconsciousness he remembers a faint whisper.
Okay, that's all I was asking. Thank you.
Technically speaking, Colin, you have a turn before we, in theory, break initiative if everyone's okay with it.
I'm fine with that.
Is there anything you'd like to do, Colin, with your action?
I'm going to kind of just start moving back.
Alright, and so we'll assume you start to see Strahd's bat form begin to fly out back towards the cliffside that leads to the high heights of Castle Ravenloft. Now, as you see him fly out of sight, you assess the battlefield. A couple dead bats lay amongst you. Fuck yeah. Irina seems to break the charm effect with advantage, thankfully. If I would have needed it the entire time.
I'm gonna quickly collect my javelins.
That's your javelins.
But I'm gonna move javelins.
Everyone threw javelins. Literally
No, you don't.
Okay, 2 people threw javelins.
I got a javelin.
He doesn't listen. I swear to God.
I said you go through a javelin.
I have a bunch of crossbows.
There are 2 crossbows, 2 javelins, and 2 spellcasters.
Gotcha.
And so as you can see, Irina breaks the trance that she had over her, and she's angry, and she raises her like as best as she can as she's grappled her. She tries to raise her sword to her, and she says, "Put me down."
I put her down.
I do too.
She looks off as Strahd. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Masturbating.
Jesus. As she. Huh? What did you say, Sarah?
Dungeon mom. Dungeon mom.
As she lowers herself down from the grapple you guys have on her and Strahd begins to fly away, you see in frustration she swings down at the fallen bat corpses with her sword and just stabs them out of anger and frustration. Ismark comes to her side. He puts his arm on her back and he says, We will protect you. We will get you out of here, Arena. It seems for now you have stayed alive. You are safe. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
You still hear wolves in the woods surrounding us?
Roll protection check.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, 22.
So the growling you heard at the beginning of Spell's transformation on the top of the mausoleum, it never seemed to progress. And perhaps it was the distraction Yetta put on Strahd that stopped that progression, but it seems now with Strahd's retreat, the growls have subsided, and they're no longer surrounding you in the darkness.
I brush my shoulder off. I'm funny. That's good. I made Strahd laugh. I'm funny.
I didn't hear anything about the guy in the basement, right?
No, you were not in the separate room when they talked about the sun.
Can I just ask about it and prefer you and say he tells me about it?
You ask him and he tells you?
I guess.
Well, he's inside now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go inside.
How do you ask him?
I heard a man in your basement screaming. I wanted to ask you before I assumed evil doing, but he sounds in pain. I just wanted to hear what was going on.
Okay, and so with that question, he would not in as much detail in regards to the tale about the wizard and the revolt, but he would tell you that Strahd had turned his son into undead, and he has kept him downstairs to hide his appetite from Barovia. To protect him.
I just come up to him and say, the sun rises every morning without fail. That's my blessing about his predicament with that. Just trying to instill hope in like a being able to save his son.
He nods. And great, he's still technically under a couple charm effects right now by multiple entities of people. So it's hard to gauge how he would quite So is everyone assuming to come into
We're in the building.
Okay. So
How do we know about like vampirism and if there's any cure or...
I'm gonna let you know that Brano knows jack fucking shit.
yeah.
Yetta knows about this just as much.
Yeah, I would say no one here has any true understanding of vampirism as of yet.
They live very long and they
But he would take your words, and especially your reassuring words that reference the Morning Lord, and he will, for the first time, smile and thank you as politely as he can. But still, in deep sadness over his circumstances, you would see him begin to head to the last bedroom that Colin was in, right over here, and head to bed.
I'd like to look in the last room.
Okay.
It's like a party room. There's like banners and
There are
balloons.
zombies everywhere. Roll initiative.
I would be pissed.
There's DJ lights. He wants to be a DJ.
Listen to my dreams, Dad. I'm starving. Poor Dad.
I'm at the priest.
Okay. So,
Project at his DJ's weddings and stuff.
perfect.
Wiki
as you open the door, you see an old desk and chair stand against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above the desk. A sunburst is the symbol. 10-foot long iron rod is attached to the north wall that stands there. It suggests, off of a quick observation, that a tapestry maybe once hung there. And against the far wall from the doorway stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Are the doors open?
No, they're closed.
I open them.
You are a nosy.
Yada yada.
You are a yada.
Gladly.
While you're doing that, Victoria, can you make your character icon like large so I can see it?
Huh?
Can you make your character icon big so we can all see it?
It is. Right here.
200. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard. So as you begin to dig through the cabinet, you find very little inside. You find a tinderbox, a few wooden boxes full of candles, 2 very used and worn books. One is called Hymns to the Dawn. The other is called The Blade of Truth, the Uses of Logic in the War Against Diabolic Heresies. And fought by the Ultimate Inquisition, longest fucking title in the world.
Paige, I really expected you to go well-used dildos for some reason.
Well-used dildos.
I was
I
like,
call over Revlin and I point him towards the glory book with that long title, and then I call over Ben Ballman and I point to the Lord one. I think you have some reading to do.
Okay. So, Revlin, you have a book that I will write down and send you the big ass fucking title. And Ben Ballman, you have a book called Hymns to the Dawn.
I'd like to co-read that if possible because I just realized it says hymns and that it's singing.
Yeah. Well, you should listen a little bit better before you hand it over to people.
I'll let him look at it, but this is my.
We can.
Restoration.
Also, Leslie, what is your camera angle right now? Do you see
It's
people?
just the roof, the ceiling.
That's fucking rude.
I know, right? I was just gonna say we can read them here for now, but I'd rather we ask, Brother or Father Donovan before we take things from the temple.
Yes, I don't think that would be the right way to do things.
I didn't suggest
oh, that's
that.
news.
I suggested you read.
Alright, sounds good.
Sarah, do you take anything else from the cabinet? The tinderbox or the candles?
I
Or
don't
the
need that. I
dildos.
just want information. I'm not a thief. I just want information.
Is there anything else you do in the room?
I looked for any fabric that might have, or thread that might have fallen when the tapestry was torn off. Like any colors or.
So as you investigate the grounds underneath the bar, you don't spot the tapestry or whatever type of fabric that was hanging on the wall.
Cool. I'll walk out.
Is there anything else you
Yeah, I'm gonna page through the book with the long title and see if I can get kind of a better understanding of what it is and what it's about.
roll a history check?
Where did I get?
Don't lost me yet.
Let's start recognizing the
17 plus 6, so 23.
As you look through the book, it is very strange to you. And although you don't recognize maybe specificity, you can deduce that it is a book that mixes between logic exercises maybe and like descriptions of like fiend worshipping cults. Very odd.
Would
With your 20 religion check, you would deduce that this is a book that contains volume of chants for the morning lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old, right?
Yes.
Do I see a song that goes, the best part of waking up is morning glory in your church?
No, you don't. You don't say anything like that.
Damn. Damn.
Usually, Wayne Brady does walk over.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
No.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
No other conversations that need to be said between any people? Anything that anyone wants to say before we continue next session?
No, but remind me I want to say something to Irina. I just don't want to do it now.
All right.
Thanks,
Too
Mom.
tired to talk to Irina.
Yep. I want it to be cool, and that's not going to happen right now.
All right. It'll be the first thing on our agenda next time on the Curse of Strahd.
Thanks, Dungeon Mom.
Yes, you do. We're now level 4.
I want level 5. Level 5. Uncanny
Wow,
dodge.
that's so much cooler than leveling up to level 4. Fucking celebrate.
Okay, we just have to we have to roll for more health, and then it's ability points, right? For me, at least.
So you take your, whatever your hit dice is based off your class, you're gonna roll that, plus your no, not plus your constitution modifier, to get your...
Yeah, it's your die plus
Okay, so like Kelly is a D12, Kayleen I think is a D8.
8.
You want me to say
96.
now? Yeah, roll it right now for me if you can, and take note of it on your character sheet.
Will we add to it?
Kelly, your D12 plus your constitution modifier.
Where is it on my sheet? Why am I dumb?
How many
it's my
roll
bad.
off changes to your hit points?
I can do it. I rolled a 10 plus 3 is 15.
I rolled a 4, so it's 4 plus.
What?
It's either the dice roll or there's a 6 is the average or whatever.
For this from now on, if you're taking the roll, you're going to take what you roll. It's only when you first start the character where I'm going to take the higher of the two. What did you roll?
5.
Plus your constitution modifier?
Yeah, so 5 plus 3 plus 2.
5 plus 2.
5 feet.
Tough is just to your AC. Is it to your hit points?
Tough doesn't have to do with hit points. My hit point, or it doesn't have to do with AC. It's just hit points.
Gotcha. So how many hit points is that total?
So
It was 5 plus
so 10.
3 plus 2. So now you're at 48. Okay. Kelly, what was Kelly, you changed yours. I see. Sarah, what was yours?
I rolled a 5 plus a 1, it's 6, so my hit points is at 28. I'm gonna add it into my sheet.
Okay. Victoria, do you need help with yours?
I rolled a 3 plus my constitution modifier is a 2.
2.
So 5.
Okay, so that's gonna put you at 31 hit points.
Cool.
All right. Colin, you're good. What did you roll out of curiosity?
I rolled a 4 plus 2, 6, so that puts me to 29.
Perfect. Am I missing anybody? And then if just take some time to see what your level 4 abilities do. If you have any questions, reach out to me one-on-one and we can
I'll do that.
clarify.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry?
Sounds good. Oh my god.
Okay, good night.
All right.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, DM. Thanks, Dungeon Mom.